Hey, welcome to the A.C.R.O.N.Y.M podcast.
Hey, what's up? I thought you were going to keep talking.
I am. This is episode 21.
Ooh, we can drink. We can legally drink.
Yeah, we can.
Anybody who's been listening to the podcast, you can legally drink.
Yeah. We have a little drinking thing, for next week?
Mm-hmm.
That'll be all right.
Yeah, it will.
We'll wait till we're 22.
Yeah.
We're good boys.
Well, we didn't get our license changed, so we can't go to the alcohol shop yet. We got to go to the DMV, get our new license, and then we can go buy our alcohol.
Okay.
I just showed up with a piece of paper, and I actually forgot to print out my temporary ID.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to draw myself.
It
turned out really bad.
Yeah, I know. Your drawings turn out pretty bad.
You're a cunt.
All right,
Wait, who are you?
My name is Ethan.
The cunt.
Ethan the cunt. And I'm joined by my co-host Dustin
How's it going?
and Trenton,
Not the cunt.
the bad drawer.
Ooh.
Trent messaged us
Also,
at 1 in the morning.
can't play guitar.
You're right.
You were over there you were strumming the guitar. I was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, we were doing the
I'm
instrumentals.
I'm playing two strings. Back and forth.
You know what? That song really has. I think I'm only playing it on a couple strings, probably.
What
Well, no,
do you-
1 in the morning last night.
Yeah,
Trenton messaged us and asked us what we
12
were
in the
doing
morning.
for the
1 in the
record.
morning to you.
And so whenever we wake up, Zettler replies, "What were you doing at 1 in the morning?" Of course, I told Trenton he was cranking off.
And what were we doing?
Why can't I do both?
What can't you do both? What?
Draw and crank off.
Oh, so you were drawing? Okay. And cranking off.
What were you
okay.
drawing?
Me cranking off.
While cranking off?
Drawing me cranking off while cranking off.
That's talent.
That's
Art imitates life, okay, and life imitates art. All right,
You're
it's
doing like a
all
meta-
circle. It's all a circle,
A
just
meta
like this
piece.
jerk I want to have.
That's honestly really talented. If you can draw yourself cranking off while you're cranking off,
Yeah.
I actually set up my camera.
or draw anything while
You know,
you're doing it.
Did you hear what Sivo did from Jackass? He cranked off while jumping out of an airplane naked. Okay? He was like, he I'm not
Is
even.
this recent?
Is
Yeah, it
this
was
for Jackass 4?
No, this is just, he did it for his own fucking thrill.
I don't know if I'd be
That's
able
awesome.
to focus.
I can tell you something, I wouldn't be able to.
How many seconds do you have?
You can
before
only
you get
see
to
this
a point-
video if you go to see his live show. He has like, up on the screen.
So you just see him full frontal just jerking his dick off? Imagine.
I don't know. I didn't go.
Human again. I always think, man, humans are amazing. We've built all these monuments and structures, and we've changed the world irreparably.
Yeah.
And then we still would gather in a big group of people to watch a man jerk off.
He says that when he was a kid, somebody told him the most manly thing he could do is walk home after he got his vasectomy. So he said, I'll do you one better. So he got a vasectomy and then did like an Olympic style. He did a whole bunch of Olympic
Like a
stuff.
triathlon?
Yeah. He just did like the vasectomy Olympics. Like, that's insane. That's truthfully.
Why is that the manliest thing you can do?
I think somebody told it to him as a joke and he took it literally and then raised the stakes.
You know what I think the manliest thing you can do?
Yeah.
Be a loving partner. That takes real guts.
Man, that's real progressive.
That is.
Trenton.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
real
I love that.
progressive.
You're like the M&M's company, man.
All
So
right.
progressive.
Yeah, except
Hey.
they have a fucking green M&M that has tits and lips.
She doesn't have tits. She's just an M&M.
She's just slutty.
She's
That's
got
fine.
really
So
long
I'm just
legs.
imagining the tits. That's what I've been drawing.
Just eating your M&M's.
Yeah.
All right. That week, or this
Oh,
week,
shit.
that stands for.
Oops.
It's all right. A casual romance of naughty young men.
Ooh, that's really good.
We're being progressive here, all right?
Casual romance.
And this is more towards Valentine's Day's coming up.
Yep.
A couple weeks.
Casual romance.
I honestly thought this was going to be my closest one to Valentine's Day. It's not. I
Yeah,
have the Valentine's week one, so you might hear another one.
That's like me with Christmas. Like November, it's
and-
Christmas season.
And I know we already had naughty and young.
There's only. I do what kind of. I think after year one, we should switch it to it's not A.C.R.O.N.Y.M anymore. It's a new acronym for another year. We have another like 6-letter thing, and then we come. So because we're running out
But
of
what?
shit, huh?
But what?
Yeah, we'd have to change the whole podcast.
No, we wouldn't.
No, it could still be that.
I think it'll be fine. It's still an acronym. It'd be like Trenton is the acronym, and then if we have
Fuck.
and then anything can be it.
We cannot advertise our podcast.
Yeah, I don't think we can advertise it anyways.
We can right now.
We
It's-
might have one.
You can actually
sponsor
search.
next week.
It's
Ooh,
hard,
wow.
but you can actually search for our podcast. But like if our podcast name was fuck, you can't search for that.
What?
Isn't there a fuckface podcast?
Yeah, and their whole thing is that it's an unsearchable, unadvertisable podcast.
I guess that makes sense. Amazon's not going to be like, hey, here's this fucky fuck thing. They're going to be like, no thanks.
I mean, Cold Ones is, well, I guess because they're called Cold Ones, not
It's
sucky fucky.
bending around the bush.
Yeah.
Wait, bending around the bush?
Beating around.
Beating around the bush.
Bending?
you can
What are you
bend-
bending?
Well,
Like
both
Beckham. You bend it like Beckham.
both are bad, right? Bending and
Beating.
beating.
Depends on
Also,
if you ask Chris Brown.
Wanna-
Casual romance.
Want to throw a little shout out to my wife for helping me with that one.
Oh yeah, yeah. Ashley's been helping
She didn't
me.
have young men. She had something else. I was like, we can get progressive with this one.
What was hers?
I can't remember.
Yappy
Yosemite Men.
Yosemite. Yosemite.
I can't remember.
Huh.
But it wasn't men. I was like, why not men?
Mm-hmm. It's
And-
funnier that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not men?
Well, hey, I'm a progressive man, dog. Damn it.
I thought about this. Anytime I see an ad at work, because there's always TVs going on, they play live TV, and so you'll see ads of like cleaning supplies and shit like that,
Clorox,
or just
bleach.
like TripAdvisor or whatever,
Mm.
and it's always a lesbian couple.
Hmm.
Like if it's going to be a same-sex couple, it's always a lesbian couple.
It's not a gay, like a
It's
straight
not two.
or a...
It's not two men.
Because
It will never be two men because
two
two women
men-
are more marketable than
Ooh.
two
Yeah.
men.
And two men repulses the right side
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
more than what two women does.
Which is weird.
But also the people, like even progressive companies know that, like they're like, should we have? So I wrote this ad and there's two men. Make it two women. That's basically how they do it.
well-
It's the same thing because I have seen a disproportionate amount of ads in which two
Are you
women
watching
are
the same
together.
ad over and over again?
No, it's
Okay.
it's a couple
No.
of different ads, and it's always two women. If you ever see a same-sex couple, unless it's like an ad for probably something
Gay
like
products.
well, get
gay products,
No. If it's like
What
like
is a
there's
gay
those
product? I wonder.
I don't know. I was thinking like gay men
Oh,
products. I was
Well,
like, then
unless
you
it's
might
an-
see two men.
yeah.
unless it's an ad for like get tested for any STIs or
Oh,
anything
okay.
like that, like get your checkups or whatever, and it's like then you'll see two men. Most of the time though, if it's for anything else, it's always two women.
That's weird.
Two women and a kid,
How often have you seen commercials though?
like at work,
Yeah.
pretty frequently.
Well, what do you mean at work? Oh, because you have a TV on at work.
Yeah, there's TVs everywhere.
Oh, okay.
So like if I just look up,
you
there's
look up. and-
lesbians everywhere.
I'm like, here's your drink, sir. Oh my God, you see these lesbians everywhere?
So
I'd be
Eh.
happy if I saw lesbians everywhere.
whenever I'm at work, you know, we leave the dog at the house.
Yep.
We leave the TV on for him, right?
Dog TV 2.0.
And we usually watch like Tiny House
Mhm.
Hunters or whatever, Tiny Home Nation or something like that. And
Tiny Home Nation.
I'm not saying that you see a lot of same-sex partners on that.
Okay.
A lot. I feel as if like they
And
get
all those home hunting
like
shows.
so with them, and not just women, not just men, like all of them. Like
Mhm.
every, you know, you don't see just a bunch of two women couples or two men couples. You see a lot of both. And I was always thinking, like, if I went to apply for that show, or anyone, the regular person, not regular, but like the stereotypical
Average
man, woman,
the average man.
I feel like the same-sex couple is going to get a little bump on their resume
Mhm.
because there's so many of them on
yeah. But
Like-
also, I don't know. I think it's just more interesting to see that because everything's me.
there.
I'm like,
Or are more same-sex couples applying for that? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
What for
tiny homes.
HGTV?
it's not
Home
HGTV.
makeover?
It's I can't think of his name, John something. But
Malkovich.
no, but no, it's a big well, I mean,
Johnny
it's,
Lawrence.
it's on Samsung TV, the free
Mhm.
one. I just we put that
Put it
on.
on the background.
Yeah, it's free. So
I don't know. I think about like even when we watch any of those home shows, the people are always exaggerated. So sometimes I'm like, you always have the argument: are these people even real or are they just actors?
mhm.
I don't know, because like sometimes you see silly ass shit and like this guy's making that much. Like it's like us three going out and buying a house. 3 dipshit little podcasters are wanting to buy. I want to buy a new studio.
Can we make that a little like
A
a
little
little
TikTok.
series or whatever where we're going house hunting, just the three of us, and we
Studio hunting. We're going to go studio hunting.
no,
We'll get the house.
we go actual house
No,
hunting.
we go studio hunting, but he thinks he's
He's
gonna
like,
live there.
oh, that'd be funny too.
It's like a
He
side
is going to
plot.
live there.
How many beds? How many baths?
You
Yeah, no,
see
like-
us in the background talking to the realtor, and then you have Trenton's interview, and it's like, I plan on staying here.
Yeah. Don't tell them that.
Don't tell
It's-
them,
yeah,
but
it's
I'm
al-
going
it's
to live
always
here.
The, like I find like a hatch in the ceiling or whatever, and then like he's the cameraman just pans from you guys up to me, and I'm just like,
Yeah, and anytime you're,
I'm drawing up here. Wink, wink.
I'm gonna tell you guys anytime I'm fucking jerking off, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I'm drawing. I'm too busy.
And now we never know what you're actually doing. Like it's like the boy who cried wolf.
the boy who cranked off.
but the,
Yikes.
the camera crew will follow us around, and yeah, it's so many square feet, and there's this, and this is a good area for studio, and then you have like Trenton just kind of walking off, looking at like the bedroom, being like, I don't think I could fit in here. Or like
He has a
the
tape
closet.
measure. He's like, well,
Yeah,
my bed is this long.
Yeah, and or like the closet. A walk-in closet would be a lot nicer.
I like watching
Just has
those
its own
shows.
storyline.
There's something like a dopamine rush about seeing a whole bunch of houses, like going like, because a lot of them really I would not want. That's kind of the funny thing. It's like, fuck that. I wouldn't want to live there. Like they have some shitty. I don't know how to put this. Like shitty, like they're ugly. I'm just gonna say it. They're really ugly houses.
think so?
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
meant the people.
Not the tiny house ones. I'm talking about just house hunters in general.
I mean, usually they find ugly houses and make them pretty
Oh,
nice
yeah.
looking.
Pretty nice.
Pretty nice. But I don't know. If I ever did that situation, I'd be like too picky.
Well, also,
Fuck this. Fuck that.
I love how much like
If I was rich.
it's always really like, yeah, it's like, what's your budget? Oh, like $750,000.
Yeah.
What do you do? Oh, I raise and breed salamanders.
And the girl's like,
Sounds like a
I
Charlie
sell,
Day thing to say.
yeah.
I sell my Animal Crossing homes on my
the Belmont.
I take feet pics.
feet pics and Animal Crossing videos, and that's how I make all my money. But I don't know. I think about if I was in that situation, what would be the house I would be buying? That'd be pretty fun. But he's like you said, $750,000. That's actually cheap in some of these places where the housing market's insane.
No, I've been watching these. Obviously, these shows are on all the time. Not just the tiny house ones, but like they'll be like, "Oh yeah, our budget is this much," and you go, "Wow, that seems like a lot for a tiny house." But then,
It's nothing basically for them.
well, I mean, you try to get a house, like it'd be like $60K, right? You try to get a house for that, you're not. You're gonna get a vehicle for that. You know what I mean? Like
If you're lucky.
now, in these aren't old, but they're like pre 2021 housing market.
Yeah, which it's just insane. Like whenever we were looking at houses in Seattle, it's like I don't even know how you would. That is insane.
Do you guys like? Do you guys like the idea of a tiny home?
Yeah.
It's all right. Yeah, I don't need a lot. Well, now it's a little different, but me and Hannah were always saying like we don't need a lot of room as long as we have our
As
essentials.
long as we have each other.
No, as long as we have like our essentials. Like
He's like, no, fuck that shit.
Yeah, you would.
like
Yeah.
I don't need a lot of room for. Like in there,
We're
you always
playing
have,
games
You always
or,
have the
you know.
loft. Yeah, always have the loft. And you're like, oh, that you can't really sit. I don't care. I'm sleeping, man.
Yeah, me either. I don't.
I don't need a lot of room. Like, yeah, I like
But
to
you're not
have
always sleeping though.
a decent space for like a kitchen because, wow,
Sometimes
Come
you're
on,
drawn.
anybody.
I like to have a decent space for kitchen, not because I'm some great cook, but because we actually cook a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And then for me, it would be I have to have a desk. That would really be it for me because we're on so much, and I do so much on the computer. So
Yeah, that's a lot of our free time is either at TV, computer, or out of the house. Like now it's weird because we have fucking podcast room in the house, and it's like, but this is our another bedroom.
no, and also
We
I
wouldn't
live
have
in a
thought about
tiny
that.
house already. It's
For us
itty
too.
bitty.
I mean, this place is tiny compared to like.
Yeah, compared to it's actually pretty big compared to my apartment.
How big is your apartment?
My carpet.
Well, also you have like a basement where
A
a tiny
basement.
house isn't going to have that.
Well, and yeah, that's a lot of the storage. Because if I didn't have the basement, this room would be full of shit. There'd be shit mounds everywhere. There'd be mounds of shit at every corner. The corner would
you
be
want to say
mounds
mounds of shit? Shit. There'd be so much shit.
I go outside.
and
There's mounds of
around here.
shit.
There's just a shit. There's mounds and there's shit. There's almond joys and there's piss.
Ooh, almond joy shits. I get fucked up.
You could have a storage unit.
Yeah, I did for a while, but then
I mean, we did for a while too. Too
I've
expensive.
been talking actually about building a garage. I'm like, they're so expensive. It's like, you might as
That's
well-
even worse.
I thought, and then we were looking. And I'm like, well, maybe I should just fucking buy a new house for if I'm going to spend $30,000 to build a garage. That's insane.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
This would also be like in 10 years.
the best thing to do now, unless you wanted a permanent like garage for your vehicles or something like that. If you just need like storage shed, just get you a concrete pad and put one of those portable ones on it.
Yeah, honestly, that might be what I do.
And
That's what-
That'll be for storage, though.
That'll be like a
parents
quarter of
did.
the cost.
But that wouldn't be for putting my car in. That would just be for
that has to
storage.
be. Yeah.
They just bought like a.
Well, they have like 3. Well, one dad built, the other 2 they bought. One for my grandma's stuff.
How many
one-
they got out there? Goddamn.
No, I was gonna say how many dads did you have? 'Cause you said one dad.
1 dad, 2 dad, 3 dad, 4. 4 dad, 5 dad, 6 dad, a couple more. I don't know.
Oh man, how did we even get onto that?
The house hunters.
The lesbian couples.
That is a
and the gay
Midwest
couples.
tangent. That makes us so fucking lame that we're like, oh my god, houses are
The
cool.
housing market, man.
Yeah, fuck that. But R.I.P. to a man named Meatloaf.
Jumped right in, huh?
No, I want to start off with the R.I.P.
Jumping
Meatloaf
right into this fucking loaf.
because sometimes companies fuck up. Let's just admit it.
Who died?
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Mhm.
The-
You know,
the singer.
I
What was
will
he?
do anything
I always thought it was-
for love, but I won't do that. You
I
know
always
that
thought it
song?
was the band's name was Meatloaf.
No, he's look at him. He looks like Meatloaf.
I mean, so what was the band's name? Meatloaf.
Yeah.
So was he the singer?
He was just a singer, but I mean,
Okay.
that's what's so weird about some of these '80s bands, like Cher. She had a badass band, but you only knew about Cher. You know the guitarist in her band.
hmm
It's always someone else.
I mean, she's got one name. You gotta.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. You have to have a good name.
Axl Rose and the Guns.
Well, this
Yeah.
week, Weber Grills had to apologize for an ill-timed meatloaf recipe email. The week that Meatloaf died, they sent out an email, the recipe of the week, and the recipe was barbecued meatloaf. It was a big long thing about how good
I mean,
meatloaf.
that's not their fault.
It was just bad because I mean, you know them. They have a scheduled release of okay, probably for the next month, we'll have pasta con broccoli on Monday. We'll have rice.
Weber?
Well, maybe not. Yeah. Well, maybe not. Weber's gonna have pasta con
It's
broccoli.
Muscatoli Monday. They decided
Uh,
meatloaf Monday,
You're gonna cook a taco on a
Tuesday.
Tuesday on your Weber grill. What is a Weber grill?
It's a grill made by Webster
Weber.
Dictionary.
You open it up and it's like,
I
Were
mean,
you
they have a
looking for a
bunch of different
thesaurus?
models. Isn't that egg a Weber? That green egg thing? Or is
oh, I
that its
don't
own
know.
thing?
What is a green egg?
You ever heard of green egg? Like
Uh-uh.
that barbecue?
No.
Maybe look it up
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I'm much written green eggs and ham. But they sent it out and it's like, it's not funny, but it is funny. Like the idea that the day that he dies or the week that he dies, sorry, they send this out and then they have to apologize. But I don't know. I'm trying to think of it's like for me, if you name yourself after a food, you can't get upset whenever people get mixed up with the food. You know what I'm saying?
He's not upset. He's dead.
Well, okay,
Damn.
you're right, but okay, you're right. I don't know. Okay, fine. Then the fans can't get upset whenever his name gets used and get confused.
Dude, they got everything on Weber. They don't have that green egg I was talking about, but
Oh,
they got
shit.
everything. They got gas grills, charcoal grills, wood pellet grills, electric grills, portable grills.
Oh man, this is like what's that guy?
You guys use propane?
No, I was thinking the guy from Forrest Gump.
Bubba Gump?
Bubba Gump.
Yeah.
When did they come out with this?
Or Bubba, excuse me. Bubba Gump's the restaurant, I
Bub-
guess.
What
It wasn't-
day did Weber?
They got
Do this.
fried shrimp. Boiled
I can
shrimp.
tell you that. Like I can give you an answer to that.
Because all I'm seeing is okay. He died on Thursday.
Hey,
and then they
you're-
sent it out on
you're a little low.
January.
Get in there.
He died on Thursday, and then it
They sent it out
says
Friday. I believe they.
So you're
It
gonna
came out the next day.
Yeah,
That
But
is bad timing.
it is bad timing, but like they didn't know any better. Like, well, how are you as a company? You're supposed to keep up with everybody else's deaths. Like, I don't know.
So if somebody fucking named McDonald fucking dies,
Yeah.
you're just gonna be like,
No.
they fucking die, and then McDonald's comes out with like, oh, we're bringing the fish fillet back, guys. Oh, it never went away, but here it comes. And then they're like, oh shit.
Fine, you changed my mind. This is stupid. That was fucking dumb. These people should have been upset. That's kind
I
of.
mean,
silly.
I don't think anyone has the right to be upset. It is
No.
bad timing,
It's
but
bad
like,
timing.
it's
Some
obviously
things
they're not
happen.
talking about him. Funny.
Funny.
You know,
from our point of view.
you know,
Yeah.
I mean, this is
For us.
I mean, it's not like super funny. Did he die of COVID-related complications or something like that?
I mean, at this point, what isn't COVID related
Okay, fair
complications? I actually don't know.
Yeah,
how
it'd be
I
bad if they called it like COVID meatloaf or something. Yeah, that's when it'd be bad.
Or it says R.I.P. Meatloaf. Here, take a fork in him or something. Like that would be bad.
He's so finished you could put a fork. I don't know.
He's
What's
so,
the saying?
It's so tender.
You know that song that he sings, right? I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Mhm.
Isn't that about anal? I'm pretty sure it's
it sounds like it is now that you put it in my head.
This
That's not
all
true.
these people are like, okay, I get it. They cared for his music. They cared about like him maybe as a person. I don't know. But his
sure.
name was
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
That
Are
was
you
his nickname. Come on.
Well, yeah, his real name, I mean, was I feel so bad. I don't
Marvin
really know.
Lee Aday? Aday?
A day?
Aday?
See, I mean, I knew Meatloaf from Rocky Horror Picture Show. The other night I tried to say Rocky Horror Picture Show and I was like, Ricky Pickpock Ping Pong Poo or something. I couldn't talk because I'm too stupid. But him in that is awesome. I love him in Rocky Horror Picture Show. But
Wait, in the original?
in the movie, yeah, he's the guy who comes in on the motorcycle.
Oh, really?
That's Meatloaf, yeah.
Oh, I hate that fucking song.
Oh, they say they hate that movie.
I
was
hate
gonna
the
be-
time warp.
What?
I hate it. I hate
What?
that. I hate it so much.
You think you don't like it because the people who like
No. It's such a bad song.
Oh, shit.
It's a genuinely terrible song, and I hate it.
I don't know if that's true.
That's my opinion.
I don't know if that's true.
Meatloaf died, man.
Don't do this to me. I can't see anything about it being anal, so if anybody has any answers.
That'd be like, so if anybody gave us flack for Meatloaf dying,
All right,
be
the
like, did you get
perceived-
upset about fucking Sidney Poitier dying? No, you probably didn't, because you probably didn't fucking know who Sidney Poitier was, you goddamn morons. You got upset because Betty White died.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, that's the weird thing is that we're at the point where
Did they give a shit about the fucking dude from Moon Knight who fucking just died? Probably not.
'Cause
No,
'cause you
but
don't
they
know.
care about Meatloaf because they listened to his fucking song on their goddamn iPod Shuffle. Anyways, you were saying.
well, we're at the point now where the people who were popular in the 70s and 80s are going to die really soon. We're just at that point, you know? What are you supposed to do? Meatloaf is he died at what, 75, 74?
Yeah, dude, that's rough. Like probably, what's the average lifespan of a person right now?
I'm pretty sure it's like
In the
79.
United States, probably lower because we eat a lot of McDonald's and meatloaf.
Okay, so the perceived ambiguity of that, in quotes, that. Meatloaf claimed that the question, what is that, was one of the most popular questions he would be asked. Each mention of that is a reference to a particular promise that he made earlier in the same verse.
Oh.
So it's like, and you'll be screwing around to both of these. The male emphatically responds, I won't do that.
Oh, so he's saying, I'll do anything for love, but I won't cheat on you?
Well, like whatever, because it's a duet, is it not?
Yeah, I think so.
A power ballad?
Yeah, I didn't know it is. It is a duet because she sings it later.
So whatever he was mentioned beforehand, he's talking about he won't do that because she's like, oh, you'll cheat on me. I won't do that.
I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that. That's really confusing. You know, Meatloaf, rethink your fucking lyrics, dude. Rethink them.
Yeah, Lorraine Crosby.
Can't.
He can. He's in purgatory right now just thinking about what did he not do for love.
At what point can you start joking about somebody's passing?
I think it just depends on who it is. If it's like someone who is just a casual person, you probably should wait a long time. Like
Like a normal a normal human being.
But if it's me, you have 16
Free reign.
seconds. Yeah.
Free
Oh,
reign.
boy. Okay, so have you seen the album cover
For it?
for
Oh,
that
is he-
single?
Yeah,
I
is he
guess-
like
I
on
guess
top
the
of her
single
or she's
cover.
on top of him or
No,
something?
it's a female who's like not laying on the ground, but like on all fours, right?
Uh-huh.
And there's like a sheet over her
Ooh.
to where it's kind of perceived that she doesn't have any clothes on, and then
I like that
between like
perception.
she's got her elbows on the ground with her hands out in front of her, and like her head is above the hands,
Uh-huh.
and there's like a light coming from
Her
under her face, like
Yeah.
from behind her,
like under her face, but like right by her chest.
and
Kinda.
and the perception from behind her. So it's kind of like a hole, and she's bent over. I get where they get the whole anal thing.
Yeah. I mean,
I
she's
see
bent
it.
over for like, let's just say anal action. Anyway, moving on.
All right, sorry about that.
We'll never know.
No,
if Meatloaf was
I was in a deep meatloaf hole there, and I couldn't get
He
out
was
of it.
saying, Trenton's asked about how long until you can make a joke about a death. And it's like, for me personally, literally me, I'm saying like, if I die,
Not
you have
physic-
free reign.
Not metaphorically, you.
No,
literally.
No, literally me. Okay. If I die soon, anytime,
Well, like,
make a joke. It's funny.
Are you just waiting on it to happen or something?
I've been talking to people about, I think I should make a video every single year. So if I die, you guys could play it at my funeral and I could talk to I get the last laugh.
That'd be fucking weird.
Would that be weird?
Yeah.
Would
so
it?
I died.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be weird. I think it'd be kind of cool.
You guys
You
wanna-
what the fuck? You don't want to have a video showing? Like, imagine me going up there and go, "What's up, fuckers?"
If
know,
you're
you're
like,
funny.
if you're
Can you
watching
imagine
this,
the
I died,
emotional
yeah.
toll that would cause some people?
What the? Okay, maybe.
dude, that'd
it
be no. I would. Let's all do it.
would. Okay, let's do it to
We're
three.
all destroying our families, okay?
What? I'll be like, "Yo,
No,
what's
okay,
up?
say-
what's up, Harrison? What's up, Waylon's
They're
dad?"
all in the
But
wrong
then,
areas.
what if something was to happen to one of those people you call out then?
What do you mean? Okay, I would redo the video every 6 months.
Okay, so say after...
This is more of like an end of life thing.
I get
Like,
it,
Do
okay,
it
I
near
get
the
it.
end of your life.
Yeah.
Let's say Hannah did something like that. My wife, right?
Yeah.
She did something like that, and she's like, "Oh, hey, it's me being funny." I'd be like, "This is not funny.
Yeah,
this you're dead." Like,
I'm trying to make it. Okay, here's what I want. I want my funeral to be just like Dustin died. Anyway, moving on.
You guys want to go get some fries?
Yeah, you guys
yeah, I would prefer my funeral not be sad.
yeah.
I want a lot of food there. Is that okay
Well,
with
we
everybody?
are a food podcast.
you know what?
It's going to be a
I
funeral.
will.
Oh, you guys need to record the podcast while eating food at my funeral. Ethan, you got anything? Oh, nope, nothing again.
That would be kind of cool.
You got anything to add?
But he says
That's fucked up.
he said that you hate Little Caesars. Like, we'll fucking cater to Little Caesars.
No,
that
Little Caesar
motherfucker.
sucks ass.
No, you're
man.
just like, oh yeah, hey, you want some, we're gonna have Little Caesars at your funeral, and we're just gonna be like, you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, bitch. You just stand over the casket. I got the last
Okay,
laugh.
your
eating us
brother just, and it's been around for a minute, but he just shared the meme
Mm-hmm.
in the group that was like, Little Caesars taste so much better when there's not a bitch standing next to you telling you it's nasty.
Yeah.
And then I just go, it's nasty right off the bat.
I love Little Caesars, man. I'm such a big fucking
Well,
fan.
no, that's the thing. If you guys are eating Little Caesars next to my dead body, I want you to know that it's nasty.
Yeah.
Like, just know I'm saying it's nasty, okay?
I can only imagine my video being up there, and I'm just like giving a few jokes. I'm doing like a like a stand-up routine, basically, being like, "You guys know me. I'm an idiot. Blah 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 blah."
So they have the memorial pictures, that flash across the screen of you with, everyone, and then like every 30 seconds is an intermission of you jumping. Hey, everybody, what's going on?
No. Sorry,
No, you
this
go,
would be
how's it going?
yeah. Instead of the what is up, I gotta do the how's it going. No, they'll in front of the casket. Whenever the funerals actually happen, we're all sitting down. They'll bring a screen over.
Oh, like they'll wheel out a cart with the
With
giant
a TV,
tube TVs on it.
and it just goes like, and I turn to the camera and I'm like, if you're seeing this, I've passed on or something like that.
That's so fucked up.
Is that fucked up? I think that's kind of cool.
Hey, we need to have.
And I'll be like, I'll see you later. Actually, you won't. I'm dead. But
We're gonna set the screen up right in front of. So if it's like an open casket funeral, saying you didn't
Oh,
fucking
like put
turn
it
into a
in front of
puddle,
his
like
face.
bungee jumping, we're gonna put it in front of your face, and then we're gonna have you like lift up like you're in a casket, and just be like, "What's up, guys?"
So it just lifts
My
up
name is
with like
Dustin, and
a
this
box
is the
head,
acronym.
and then it'll turn to look at the crowd, and then turn on, and it's his face.
No, I meant no. That's good too. That I feel like that's a little more intricate than what I had in mind. No,
That's a lot of movement of a dead body. I don't think
the,
we're going to do that.
No. You set the TV up in front of where the part of his body that you can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
is, and then you have like in the video himself, he's in a casket, and then he's still like it's framed to where it would match up perfectly, and then he like sits up and he's like, "What's up, guys? I'm dead."
I get up and I'm like, this is the last time you're gonna see me.
So
Okay, I'm
you'd
going
have-
back. I'm going in here right fucking now. Do you understand me?
You have
if
to-
you have anything to tell me right now.
Better stop.
You'd have to pre-purchase your coffin then, or your casket.
Yeah.
No, you could probably just be like, "Hey, I'll give you a couple $100 if I can lay in this casket."
Yeah, but then what if they sell that one? They're not all the same.
They'll get a good deal. It's used.
Listen, if we can do some editing in movies, Jurassic Park can be made. We can edit my fucking casket around.
Jurassic Park was all practical features.
This
Or
is me
not,
practical.
Not all practical.
Mostly
Effects. Sorry, not features.
Yeah, we'll have Steven Spielberg direct this video.
Yeah, okay. I'm
It's
down
only going to
then.
be like
I'm
3
down.
minutes long.
I'm already-
Maybe like 4.5.
By the time we die, well, I don't know.
A hologram. That's not a bad idea. I'll come up and be like,
By the time we... A hologram!
that'd be cool. I don't know. It's an idea. I might do it. I think it'd be pretty funny. Could you imagine Ashley having to hand that guy a flash drive? Oh, is this the pictures? No, this is the video he wants you to watch.
You should get
Listen here, motherfucker.
You should get like a dumb fucking flash drive as well. That's
Yeah, we
like-
have even like a little wiener looking one.
Yeah.
A little dick flash drive.
So when you put it in, it,
Oh, it looks like the penis head's going in. That would be pretty funny.
What are we
I
gonna-
think it's not a bad idea.
What are we gonna do whenever we have to write our wills and we have to give away the acronym mansion. What are we gonna do? Who are we gonna?
You mean the studio that you're living in?
Waylon.
It'll probably go to you.
Waylon can have
I'm
it
gonna be dead.
because we're all three gonna die at
Yeah,
the same
we all
time.
die at the same time.
But
Suicide pact.
okay, so
Yeah.
whoever gets your stuff, because you'll be living there.
True.
Okay.
Waylon, he can have them all.
All right.
Waylon.
Yeah, Waylon can have it.
Waylon's dad isn't
Not
even here
Waylon.
right
No,
now.
no, not Waylon's dad. Wait, no.
I know.
Yeah,
I
no.
know.
Waylon.
But Waylon's dad is
No, I will write in the contract. Waylon's dad cannot touch anything.
Okay.
Waylon
Okay.
can.
Waylon can have it all.
I don't care if Waylon's fucking smoking crack now.
I really hope he doesn't do that now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I did find a Pokemon card set, and it was like explained really in depth. It was like a big ass table and not a table, like a big ass board, and explained you how to play the TCG, the Pokemon card game.
Mhm.
I was,
And you bring that up because Waylon really likes Pokemon.
I was
cards?
gonna get it for him, but I
Okay.
didn't.
Oh,
'Cause-
well, damn.
Well, my mom called me, and I was
He goes, I was gonna get it, but I didn't.
I was holding it in my hand,
Mhm.
and I was like, oh, actually, I think I should buy this. Like, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, yeah. And then my mom called me, so I set it down and talk on the phone, and I'm walking through the store, forgetting where I was at, and then I walk out the building like, ha ha ha.
Did
I
you hear
go,
that, Waylon?
fuck.
You can blame Dustin's mom.
Yeah, you can.
You know, I think Waylon's the kind of kid who would play a first-person Pokemon shooter.
That's
kidding me?
you're right. These young kids, that's what they want. They want edgy shit. They want like way more edgy.
A first-person Pokemon shooter, or that's a FP
Yeah, first-person. Wait, FPP.
Yes.
FPPS, first-person Pokemon shooter.
Yeah. So Kotaku had an article this week saying that a fan game was being made where you have an assault rifle and you can go and kill Pokemon. Maybe kind of fucked up. I don't know. Say what you want, but
I mean, you could literally put anything in there, like animals, anything. You could just put anything, like aliens,
Mhm.
in that spot. But it was Pokemon, and then the moves that they did were like half-ass related to what they actually do in the
Mhm.
game. So it was neat.
it was cool.
That's a.
But here's
That's a
the
word
interesting thing is that this fan was making this fan game just for fun,
Mhm.
Kotaku sees it. Somebody from Kotaku, the news article, the news place, they make an article about it. Nintendo sees that article, then they go after the guy. So people are pissed because like, hey, shut the fuck up. I was trying to work on this game. Why'd you go and tell everybody I was making it? It's just supposed to be for us. And now the whole world knows, and now I'm not allowed to make it anymore. Journalism kind of fucking up at that point.
Yeah, I have an article here from The Gamer.
Isn't that just Kotaku most of the time?
They're stupid. But
Yeah, they're hit or miss.
it's labeled, "It happened. Nintendo copyright strikes that Pokemon first-person shooter." And then, well, I think we all saw that coming.
Yeah.
There are two things Nintendo isn't big on. It's violent video games and pretty much any use of its IPs.
Yeah.
You know, the only Nintendo published. Well, no, they've had a couple because they had No More Heroes, where to regain your health, you shake your Wii. What are they called? Nunchucks.
Your Wiimote.
Your Wiimote.
Your
You
pencil.
shake your Wiimote like you're jerking off to gain your health back. There
That's
was
awesome.
that game Mad World where you have like fucking. It's like
Those
black and
aren't-
white, and you have a chainsaw. There was Red Steel.
That wasn't made by Nintendo. It was on a Nintendo game. I mean, fucking
It was Nintendo
Bayonetta is
only.
on Nintendo.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not that they despise violent video games. It's
But just Nintendo itself.
yeah,
doesn't ever
Nintendo
publish.
itself isn't very
Well,
violent.
also, I think that's like shooting Pokemon with guns is pretty crazy. Like that, that's more,
Yeah.
that's over the line of what they would do. You're not going to see Ash pull out a pistol and say, Pikachu, I'm sorry to do it. Pop,
Pikachu broke
Can you
its
give
leg.
me
You
Pikachu?
gotta put it down.
Can you just
Yeah.
give me one last?
Oh, Yeller.
Yeah, Old Yeller. Oh, man, Old Yeller. That's got me thinking about something, okay?
Hmm.
I have this movie idea. You said Old Yeller. Old
Old
Yeller.
Yeller?
Oh,
This is
Old-
100% serious, by the way. This movie idea, I want to quit the podcast and I want to get this done. So please, if anybody is listening and you can help me reach out to Matthew Lillard.
Shaggy.
Yeah, Shaggy.
Shaggy.
Please. Please. Trent's just hand and face.
I love it. I love it.
I told my wife this while I was dyeing her hair the other
So
night.
you had an idea
Mhm.
for a
Yeah,
movie.
no, not an idea. A
You
spark
had,
of
you
hope.
had an epiphany. Of an
Epiphany,
idea,
yeah.
Of an idea.
Angels, like, I saw the cloud open up and I saw Matthew Lillard's face and I heard angels like going like,
for a movie.
"Ah," yeah, for a movie. And I said, I'm going to track you
And it
down.
had to be Matthew Lillard.
It has to be.
He's getting up there in age.
And
Like,
it's good. I need that. I need
okay,
that.
Okay. I mean, it's not like he's not like old, but he's not like
No, he's the perfect age right now.
He's not like the same actor you used to see in the movies. He's a lot,
So it's gonna be a mix between Logan. Okay, everyone knows a Logan movie with
the rated R Marvel movie.
well, yeah, but with Wolverine getting older, having to deal with the consequences of X-Men falling apart and
little
stuff.
girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So you have that. I Am Legend. Mix that. Okay,
they're already pretty
similar
in a way.
Then
Very violent.
you have the Scooby-Doo IP. All right.
I don't know about that.
This is going to be a pseudo sequel to Scooby-Doo. Matthew Lillard's getting up there age. He has a dog. It's going to be a story about a man and his pet. And what he wants to do is like, because he can't, his friends are all moved on. They all have families. Because what? Matthew Lillard's probably in his 50s at this point.
He's 51.
Yeah, but if you think about it, dogs don't live as long as humans.
It's going to be a CG dog.
Well, wouldn't Scooby be dead?
This is a pseudo sequel. So you have to suspend disbelief. Okay? Follow me on here. This dog is going to be really old. It's going to be a gray-haired Dane.
Scooby's also a talking dog.
Yeah, Great Danes don't even live that long.
He's not going to talk in this one.
Oh,
He's not going to talk. It's a pseudo. It's not going to be really Scooby-Doo IP. It's going to be a man in a green shirt. Matthew Lillard's going to wear a green shirt, and his name's going to be like, what's another name for Shaggy?
Raggy.
No, like it has to be an S. Give me another S name.
Scooby.
No,
I'm trying, man.
like Samuel. His name would be like Samuel.
Oh.
Like just any.
Like what is Shaggy short for?
Yeah. But it doesn't have to be even short. Like
I was gonna say like
Steven. His name would be
Ezekiel or something. But
Oh,
I was gonna say
shit.
like Shagzekiel.
Shazekiel. Fine, his name would be Shazekiel. And then the dog's name's not gonna be Scooby. It's gonna be like, I don't know, Roberto
Doobie.
or some shit. Dewey.
Doobie.
Doobie. Maybe
Like-
we may have copyright infringement at that point.
Doobie.
Scooby Doo.
Yeah. Okay. Scene starts. Minivan. All right. Camera pans around the side.
Minivan or Mystery Machine?
Okay. Well, that's just it. Yes. It's only a minivan, but they're not going to give us the IP to Scooby Doo. Is what I'm saying. Not for this reboot.
So you think Matthew Lillard would be okay with making a knockoff Scooby?
100% he would. 100%. I am placing all. Okay. Here's all my chips. Pushing them into the middle on
you
Matthew
did
Lillard.
push him.
Do you have
You
some
pushed him,
chip
guys.
sound effects?
Or
And-
cockroaches.
And so eventually toward the end of the movie, like 3/4 of the way in the movie, the dog's going to pass away because it's old.
Oh, shit.
And you're going to have the most hard acting from Matthew Lillard. He's going to knock it out of the park. I'm telling you, this will work. It's going to be a story about how he wants to regain with his friends, and his friends are just moved on, We're all in our 50s, man. We can't... we're
50s, I think they're past that now.
Well, he said Matthew Lillard was in his 50s, so I figured Freddie
51.
Prinze... Let's say this movie takes another 5 years to get made.
Or more, maybe.
Or more, maybe. I'm telling you, I think he could really deliver this idea. It's gonna
Okay.
be a story about a man and his dog.
So are we just gonna have the entire
So
cast
what's
from
the
live
what's the
action?
plot?
The plot is that he's going to the dog is like getting sick, and he's realizing that he needs to show his old group of friends
So
the dog.
when's the dog die? Beginning,
3/4 of the way,
middle,
3/4
end,
of the way.
End. Okay, so it's the end.
or he doesn't die, and we keep it really happy. But I think like if we're already going this weird, we might as well have it sad.
I think it needs to happen in the beginning.
You do?
Pretty close.
How about it happens like 25% in?
Okay, because you got to have the problem, and then the solution after that.
Well, the problem is that he needs to get the dog
And
to
then
all his
the
friends.
resolution.
He needs to like go see Freddy, see Daphne, see Velma.
Well, that would be the very end then. When he
You think
dies.
so?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think he should be trying to see them, and they don't give a shit. And then they obviously love Scooby, but it's still
Then
this
he
is
goes
pseudo.
John
Like,
Wick and starts killing people, or what?
no. He just like has to deal with the consequences, just how we do. We don't get to go around shooting people when our dogs die.
Obviously, I'm trying to get why people would watch this at this point.
For one, Twitter. Okay, I'm gonna go into Sony. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a hold of Matthew Lillard and ask him what he thinks,
Okay,
which I'm going to do.
I
If
think you
guys-
need to finish the plot before you.
Yeah, okay, I can agree with that. I will do that. I'll work on it. This idea came to me last Friday. So
Like, what is it? Is it a thriller?
no,
Is
no,
it a
drama,
drama,
comedy drama.
comedy? Drama?
Well, I mean, a dark comedy, like
so like Logan is
a drama,
a drama,
an action
thriller,
drama, an action drama.
not thriller. My bad.
Yeah,
Action,
not thriller, yeah.
action. Sorry, action thriller.
If you
Or
watch
action
the
drama.
HBO
Shit,
show,
why do I keep saying thriller?
if you see the action if you see the HBO show Succession, it's like it classifies as a comedy or drama comedy.
Well, and then what's I Am Legend? Like a horror
I guess
thriller,
I would just say
I just
action.
say,
action. Yeah, a little bit of action at least.
I mean, a thriller to me is like Scream, which I know he could do.
Well,
but
it's horror, you know.
yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't even know what the difference is
Was
anymore.
Matthew Lillard in Scream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. That's okay. That's really the reason Matthew Lillard's been in my head because I've been
Watching the Scream.
I watch all the Screams.
Did they have him? No.
Nope.
You could,
It was the other guy. And this is spoilers for Scream 5. No, we're not even gonna talk about it.
Scream 7.
Scream 5. There's some crazy shit that happens in Scream 5.
Who's
But that's
Scream
why
for you.
I've been rewatching all the Scream movies and I've been following Matthew Lillard on Twitter, and then the story pops in my head. I'm like, why not do it? Come back one last time. And he loves playing Shaggy so fucking much. You see all these interviews of him. He talks over and over about his favorite role, Shaggy, Shaggy, Shaggy. Whenever they don't bring him in for another role of it, like whenever they reboot and try to put Zac Efron as him, he's like,
Zac Efron would be a Freddy.
Just the voice, though. It was the voice for him.
Oh, literally?
Yeah,
Really?
Zac
Oh, no,
Efron
I was
was
saying
the voice.
if it was a live action now, he would play a Freddy.
you know, it might have been Freddy in the light, but it wasn't Matthew Lillard as Shaggy in the new reboot of Scooby-Doo.
Okay.
Scoob.
Yeah.
You know who I think it was? Will Forte
For Freddy?
for Shaggy.
I like
It
Will
was.
Forte.
Me too.
Frank Welker was Scooby. Will Forte. Amanda Seyfried.
Seyfried.
Seyfried. Seyfried.
Seyfried.
Zac Efron. Gina Rodriguez. Tracy Morgan.
Whoa, who was Tracy Morgan?
Captain Caveman.
Whoa, who the fuck is that?
Oh, this was animated, though.
Mark
Yeah.
Wahlberg. Kevin Young. Kevin Young.
Dude, I fucking guessed
Henry
right on.
Winkler?
No, Zac Efron looks like a Freddy. Is
He
what I'm
does,
saying.
yeah.
Not that he would sound like the voice. I'm saying he looks like a Freddy. Like if they did a reboot now of younger-ish people.
But that's my
Tracy
idea.
Morgan?
I'll come back with a more elaborate
So much 30 Rock.
plot line. I've only written one script in my entire life. I have a lot of work to do.
Jason Isaacs played Dick Dastardly.
Dick Dastardly.
Okay, well, how about this? Let's just do a little. You guys are Sony, or you guys are Paramount. I come in and I got Matthew Lillard on board. He's sitting right here beside me. Okay,
Right
What's up,
there?
Matt?
Matthew Lillard, and he's got his arm around me. He goes like, "My friend Dustin, great man, has an idea that he wants to pitch to you guys." And I say, "Thank you, Matthew Lillard. We had our American hero here." And I take his hand and I hold it, and I'm holding it like, and I
he's
say,
like,
no, he's like,
Yeah.
and he's looking at and he's just shaking his head yes. And then we let go and we look at each other one last time, and I say,
then you guys make out.
"So you guys are Sony executives, all right? You guys are counting your money over Spider-Man: No Way Home, right?" And I say,
Don't forget Venom
"Listen,
and Morbius.
shut the fuck up, Sony. Listen to me right now. I know what you guys like, and you know what it is? Trending. You guys want to see shit trending? I've got something that will trend." I grab Matthew Lillard's hand.
Again?
This man, yeah, again. This man played Shaggy in 2002's a Scooby-Doo movie. Or what was the movie called?
Scooby-Doo?
Scooby-Doo, yeah. And I realized I fucked up. He lets go. He pushes his hand away. He's like, shit, this guy doesn't know the name of the movie. And I say, you know what can get Twitter riled up? Seeing a gritty reboot of Scooby-Doo. That will get people going. And then I'm just going to stop and have you guys look. What are the Sony execs saying?
Who the fuck is this guy?
Oh, what's that? They're laughing like I am right now.
I don't see it happening.
I'm going to try to get a hold of Matt. I think if I can pay for a cameo, I might do it and just run this idea by him.
You're gonna fake
No, I'll just tell him and say, "Hey, what do you?"
get his approval?
No. I was like, "Be honest, please, for the love of God."
He's
Can we
gonna
get
say,
Matthew
"No, that's
Lillard?
dumb, man."
If I had to reach out to his publicist, I fucking will. I just want to ask him about this idea. Maybe, I'm sure he does like book signings or something. Someday I'll.
Yeah, did he write a book?
No, but I'm sure.
Why is he signing books?
I don't know. I'm sure he does some, or like a Comic-Con thing. I bet he does something.
Maybe, yeah. I heard a lot of people don't like those though.
Well, he'll like
Comic-Con?
it. He'll like this idea.
Comic Come.
Type in "meet Matthew Lillard." See what we get.
Okay. Well, we might be able to do this. I'm just saying, I would be very, but also I wouldn't do this yet because I want to have a better idea of I want to stretch it out a little bit more.
No, you cannot get Matthew Lillard on.
Oh, he
cameo.
might be at RoosterCon.
RoosterCon.
I don't know what that is, but
Not Rooster. It's not RTX.
Oh, dude, he was in.
you're right. Okay, so upcoming events. He's going to be at Horror Hound Week
Oh shit,
on March 25th
dude.
and Texas Frightmare Week in April 29th.
Because of Scream?
Mm,
Probably. It has to be, right? Look at this guy. Look at this man. He's a national treasure. Put a green shirt on that.
he
Just
doesn't look like
Photoshop it.
Shaggy there.
He always does.
Ooh, Horror Hound Week's in Cincinnati. Let's see. Where is
Next time he is in the Missouri
Texas
fucking
Frightmare
Midwest area. Let's go.
weekend? I don't see where. I'm assuming it's in Texas, since it's Texas Frightmare, but I don't know where. Dallas.
Okay, yes. Looks like they're always at conventions doing pictures with people.
The Scooby Doo cast, or
Yeah, no. The
dude, Carl Weathers is gonna be there.
the Screamcast.
We gotta go see Carl Weathers. Take his acting course.
Oh man, that would be pretty awesome.
How much is it? 3,000 or 2,000?
Oh really? To see him?
No.
Oh, his acting class
Yeah,
in Arrested Development.
Come to find out, it's exactly $2,000.
That's exactly what I have. Man,
Sorry, I was looking up prices on Cameo. Do you know it's expensive?
Yeah, everything's expensive, Trent.
But think of like somebody's 30 seconds of their life cost $150.
that's fucked up.
That's
Well,
so,
I mean-
that's so fucked.
Huh.
Do you think that
They're gonna
somebody
do
could
more
go-
than one take, maybe. You know what I mean? And they got to set up for it, but also they're setting up for 100 of them, so they only got to set up once for all 100. You know what I mean? Like that's a
Exactly.
perk of being a celebrity. All right, rich get richer, and we don't.
Yeah, but then
We
they
don't.
actually have to fucking go to work like a normal person. Imagine like a voiceover artist. They have to go to work like a normal ass person.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be like, yeah, I'm going to get $150 every, and I'm going to get $300 every minute. They're like, no, you're not. Are you fucking high? Get the fuck out of here.
And they slap you in the face and they dump hot soup down your fucking
I mean, I
shirt.
guess that's why they have to go to fucking
Yeah.
They have to go to Cameo.
Good soup.
Good soup.
How much does the soup Nazi cost?
Ooh, I'm pretty sure he is on.
Please tell me he's actually on
Is Cameo
Okay.
an app?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it? I don't know.
You can do it on desktop too.
Yeah, I know we did. We were trying to do it for your birthday, bitch.
Soup Nazi. Larry Thomas, aka the Soup Nazi.
But no, I've been watching Succession, and that show it's not very funny. It's very drama, but there are some funny
That's
spot
got him
parts.
in it.
Who?
Matthew Lillard.
No, it just has like
What's he been in recently?
nothing really. He's All That, the Netflix movie. He was in that.
Can you? So it costs a lot of money for cameos, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what if you go to an event? And I mean, I guess you've paid the amount to get into the event, but you can see all these other people, and you can still pop your fucking phone out and be like, hey, can I get a photo with you? Or, hey, can you just say this?
Almost all those, usually they take your phone and take a picture for you, or they send you a picture.
Really?
Whenever we did those, because we did them whenever we've seen bands before. Okay, it depends. If you're doing it after the show and you just meet them outside, just say, hey, can I grab a picture real fast? They say yes. That doesn't cost anything. But if you're paying for a meet and greet, they take your phone and they pay a guy to sit there and take pictures and take a whole bunch and make sure they have enough. And then you sit there and talk to them for 10 minutes, move on to the next one. Not even 10 minutes.
No,
It's
not even.
Well, I mean, sometimes I've gone to I've gone after shows before and talked to people, and I've talked to them for like 10, 15 minutes, but that's after a show.
Mm-hmm.
People think you can't do it. There's so many people who are just like, oh, after the show I leave. But if you go to a small one, just walk right up to the band. What are they going to do?
I wanted to fucking... Well, I guess it wouldn't have worked out too well. I wanted to go talk to the guys from Ludo.
You should have.
But Kayla was like, no, let's just get out of here. I'm like, God damn it.
Ashley wanted to do that too. You know what I said? No, we're going to go talk to him. And she's like, no, I don't want to meet him. It's going to be too awkward. I don't care. You know, I walk right up and just like push Ashley to talk to these people. I fucking literally push her against the guy.
I think he's still playing Shaggy, by the way.
He is.
Because I type in Matthew Lillard
In the new
recent
game.
movies, and then like I got Scooby Doo, Where Are You? Scooby Doo Out of Nowhere, the Courage one.
Oh, yeah.
Scooby Doo Sword and of the Scoob or whatever.
No
Halloween.
wonder he was so pissed off.
And
They
those-
straight up like,
These are all 2020 and 2021.
they straight up pushed him aside for the movie. Like,
He's also in Mortal Kombat Legends: Battle of the Realms,
yeah.
where they added in
Mm-hmm. Scooby and
Scooby-Doo-
Shaggy.
or Shaggy. Sorry.
That's awesome. He's the one person who deserves it, man. Matthew Lillard.
What were you guys talking about? Oh,
He went
going
to
up
see.
and talking to Ludo.
He didn't do it though.
Oh, pussy.
He should have.
I'm looking at Flava Flav because he's apparently like that's a trending thing on Cameo. It says Flava Flav arrested for domestic battery in Las Vegas.
Yikes, dude! Get
You
a
should ask
cameo and
him,
say,
yeah.
how are you and your wife doing? You guys plan on getting a divorce or anything?
I've talked to some of my favorite people before.
People,
like
not
favorite
bands. Oh,
bands, people, whatever you want to
I
call
mean, yeah,
them.
because like technically I've met the Sloppy Boys, but they're a band, but I knew them because of comedy, not because of
You met the Sloppy Boys and one was trying to get some ass.
yeah. Jeff Dutton, if you hear this, you know you're trying to get some pussy that night. I know you were. We all know you were. Tim Kalpakis, he's funny.
So, you know what we tried to correct but couldn't?
No.
You'll know. So I called.
Well, I accidentally wore my wife's socks. That's what I keep trying to correct. And I accidentally
What?
put on. Look how tight this fucking sock is.
Why? Never mind. So I called both of them this morning and I go, hey, to make up for
Oh.
last week, do you guys want to go grab some wings real quick from Taco Bell and then we'll go back over there and record? And they go, or Dustin goes, they're not doing it anymore. And I go, what? And I tell Trenton this, and he's angry about it. He's like, this is
Yeah.
fucking stupid. So we went to try to, yeah, we went to try to get some Taco Bell wings. They're not a thing anymore. Apparently
They
they
were
were
only
around
for
for like
1
2
week.
days and an
It's
hour.
sad.
What's the fucking point? I get it's a limited time event, but
Mhm.
you want people to actually try your product, right?
You would think so.
I
But-
mean, I guess they did. They must have
Taco
fucking
Bell's
sold out
fucking
of them.
weird. All right,
They are
they
weird.
they have the most popular items, and then they get rid of them.
Yeah, they
Like,
just got rid of like
Their
as soon-
Mexican pizza, their fucking nacho fries, their
Quesarito.
the
That's the
quesarito,
saddest one.
I mean, anything anyone really
Churros.
likes, they get rid of. It's like their staple.
It's such a weird business practice. They're like, we know you'll come back for more.
But it's weird. Like, I would have already came back if it was just there. In fact, I've skipped Taco Bell because it's like, oh, never mind. I don't want it. Yeah, why would
It's
I?
like,
There's no
oh, there's nothing
quesarito.
there.
Yep.
There's no fucking point.
So we tried. Sorry.
We did try.
Sorry to the one person who cared.
Waylon's dad.
Yeah. No, see, if he wouldn't have fucked up, we were trying to invite him to be on the podcast. He fucked up.
At this point, we're talking to him. Waylon's dad. We were trying to get you on.
Yeah, we wanted to. Like, now it's
And
like,
guess what? You can't be on next week either.
yeah.
Bitch.
So, I like to ask Trenton this because we seem to forget to talk about it if I don't bring it up. Besides the Pokemon FPS getting fucked, is there any game news that you know of? I mean, I think there's a pretty big one we should bring up.
I don't know if it's
Bigger
that
than
big.
game news, honestly.
I mean, it
business
only
news.
what was the deal?
It's
It
no
was
big
like,
deal.
It
We
was
can skip it.
It was like $60 billion. Or
$68.5
something like that.
billion, I think
Yeah,
is what
it's
it was.
like almost
I
70.
think Disney bought Fox for about that much. or
No,
something.
it wasn't even that much. It was way less. It was only like $10 billion for
no,
Fox.
Disney bought Fox for it was more than this one.
Was it?
I
was
think it was
about the
it was
same.
one
Oh,
of the
wow.
only. No. I think it was.
Oh, you know what we could do?
I think it was
look it up.
AT&T bought Time Warner or something like that for more. I think that was one of the only larger business transactions in this because I seen a graph.
Yeah, and I was trying to look. It was like phone companies like
Yeah,
that.
it was. I think it was AT&T over Time Warner or something.
No, yeah, it was 71 billion.
So it was more
It was more.
because this one was like 60, high 60 something.
68.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh. Oh, so AT&T bought Time Warner for $79 billion.
And that's the highest.
I think so.
At least
One
one
of the
that we
highest.
know of.
But yeah, what we're talking about is that Microsoft, Xbox.
Is it Microsoft?
Or
Because
Xbox?
are they separate at this point or?
I mean, technically Xbox is who bought them, but
Okay.
I mean, it's not like they're going to use Activision for anything else. But they
Yeah.
bought Activision Blizzard.
I wonder if Blizzard was like. I wonder if Activision Blizzard was like tanking. Well, like
Well,
other
their
than,
management sure
well,
was.
other than in like the view of public opinion and within their workspace, as like a profitable company.
Yeah.
Because I guess they must just been like, dude, fuck it. Yeah, why not? Fuck it. I wonder who went to who
Activision
first.
went to Xbox.
Really?
Yeah. We
Because
learned that this week.
they knew Xbox is just like
They're already
Microsoft's
hungry
just
to buy
like,
stuff, so
Like give us
this
your
is
game.
such a hard thing to talk about because there's so much happening. Like there's so many different ways to look at it. It's like not just as simple as like, oh yeah, they bought them. Cool.
Activision Blizzard owns a lot.
A lot of companies
a
already.
lot. Like if you look on
They own
that
King.
that same, yeah, I was going to say
Candy
that
King.
that same
Candy Crush.
graph of the largest purchases was them buying King.
King. Yeah, and that was only 2016, I think, when they bought them.
15.
2015. So I mean, like,
Yep.
that's nuts. That's really crazy that this is happening. Good and bad. Obviously, bad in the monopoly sense that one company, because
Their net income for 2020 was 2.2 billion.
it's gonna take a little while to get that back, I think. But you know what I mean? Like, competition is good. Other podcasts being out there makes us want to do better. If we were the only one, we'd be
it?
successful. Well, I mean, it's bad for us personally. But
Or just no one would listen to podcasts.
yeah. But you need competition because you need another company to have something good that I can do better, or you need something to be.
That's how you get better products.
Yeah.
Like
That's
that's,
how
how
we
you
get
as a
better.
consumer, you get better products because your companies are vying for your money.
But in this exact situation, this is probably for the best because Activision has been kind of in a shithole with what they've done. Their management skills have been bad. When a
Okay.
game's successful, they lay people off. When a game's not successful, they sexually assault them. So, I mean, you really got to choose. Like,
So check this out. I was just
You want to
on-
get laid off or you want to get laid?
Oh God, I'm just on the wiki here, and at the very end it says Microsoft announced its intent to acquire Activision Blizzard for $68.7 billion on January 18th, 2022. Activision Blizzard would become a division of Microsoft Gaming, making Microsoft the third largest gaming company behind Tencent and Sony.
wow.
So they're still not even the
Tencent
largest,
is
not even bigger than
fucking-
Sony.
Mm-mm.
What else does Tencent own? It's a Chinese games company that has just gobbled up. Didn't they buy PUBG? Like
They have
then
PUBG Mobile, not PUBG.
They didn't buy that studio.
No, it's PUBG Mobile, which is
what other
as big as
studios?
PUBG now.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. It's massive.
Studios Tencent owns.
Like Blue Hole, I believe.
But the idea of Bobby Kotick, the CEO of Activision, this guy's a bad, shitty, bad guy. He is a lot of the reasons why things were unhealthy there because he wasn't doing the things that should fix it. If you have employees doing nasty things, like, just to clarify, fuck that company and fuck the management. All those poor employees who got treated like shit, that is sad.
Is
Like,
that all of
Blizzard?
and Activision, or is it just one of the two?
It's both. There's like
Both of
probably
them?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's like, okay, you have different situations. They're not the same exact things, but you had this team doing bad things, this team doing bad things, which that all has lawsuits, and those are going to be taken care of in court. So like, there's not too much to say. It's sad. Obviously, we stand with those people who are getting fucked. It's unfair, but we look at it from the point of view of our studios and what games we're making. Well, a lot of those teams who used to make awesome games, they said, you're working on Call of Duty. All those fucking teams are making maps for Call of Duty. All of them. The cool ones.
I have a Tencent
I just looked that up, dude.
subsidiary and
They own
Minority.
They own Riot.
so no
Nice.
Funcom 100% of it, Riot Games 100% of it, Liu, Shark Mob, Sumo Group. Well, Sumo Group they only own 8.75. Turtle Rock,
Oh, wait. Total Rock is the ones who made
Evolve.
Back 4 Blood.
Yeah. Back for Blood, yeah.
Was that Turtle Rock that made Evolve too?
I-
Am I
They
crazy?
own
Yeah,
5%
yeah.
in Ubisoft.
They own
Hostile
84% of Supercell, Grinding Gears Games.
5% in Activision Blizzard.
They own 40% of Epic.
Wow.
That's I wonder why
Cutting
they
a little
can't.
close.
I wonder why they can't afford like the majority stake.
They own 5%
People
of
just
Activision
probably won't
Blizzard.
sell their side of the stake
No,
because
they
whoever's
probably-
at Epic
well,
wants to
also
hold
a
it.
monopoly. They probably can legally only own like so much. I don't know how like what.
Well,
the
unless
business terms are.
Epic wants to give away their, but then they control the company and they can say no more Fortnite. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
So 11.5% of Blue Hole. Okay, they own 5% of Activision Blizzard, at
Yeah.
least of right now, as of right now.
which is crazy.
5% of Ubisoft. Trying to find some.
Man,
It says Discord
they own Discord.
and Roblox.
That's cool.
Double
I'm
trouble.
trying to see what Discord this is. Oh no, this is the Discord, like the talking service.
Huh, cool.
I don't
How
know.
much do they own?
It doesn't say a percentage.
Undisclaimed.
Maybe
so
they own all of it.
it says ownership stake, and then most of these it's like 100 or something, and then for a lot of them they just put majority or minority. For Discord, it doesn't say anything, so they own something in it though.
Shit.
That's crazy.
Okay, sorry. So yeah, it's a lot bigger than we thought.
So you said Sony was number one. Where
Maybe.
the fuck is Nintendo really not like?
They're not-
I figured
they're not
Nintendo
that big,
would have been
uh-uh.
up there.
Well, I mean, they don't have that many studios. They've said before they're not looking to ever buy anymore.
Mm.
Like, they bought one
Because
studio
they
in the
don't
past like 5 years.
fucking need
I know
to.
they bought more than that, but yeah, they don't need to. And
Because
also-
they have their they've been releasing the same fucking 2 games for the past like 30 fucking years.
yeah, it just takes them forever to do it. I don't
Sony's
know.
not mainly. They own a lot more, like games and network services, music, pictures, home entertainment,
Yeah.
imaging products, mobile communications, semiconductors, financial services. Like there's a lot more than just games.
Yeah,
there,
well, yeah,
obviously.
yeah. But
But-
I mean, same goes for Microsoft.
Microsoft.
You know,
I don't know. That's interesting too.
But yeah, so they bought them, That's
and it's
cool.
going to change up the games industry quite a bit. I mean,
or they're going to buy them.
so they
Make
Microsoft
everything-
is-
What do you guys think about exclusives now?
I mean, insane. Everything but Call of Duty. I think you should make everything exclusive other than Call of Duty. I wouldn't do Call of Duty because you'd lose out on a lot of.
Okay,
No, but
so
people would buy it. I guarantee you, the like people who are like, oh, we only play Call of Duty on PlayStation. Motherfuckers would buy an Xbox. You know they would.
Yeah.
You know they would just to do it. They'd be like,
okay, so as much as I've always been Microsoft over
Sony.
boy.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say like fanboy because I
Well,
know
I
there's a
wouldn't.
lot
you're
of
a Sony
I know
boy.
I know there's a lot of perks of
Sony
owning
boy.
a
Talk about a
PlayStation.
Sony boy.
You're talking about Island Boy
That's
right
he
now?
just sung it.
Are you talking about Island Boy right now?
I'm talking about an Xbox boy. That means fucking dead anyway.
Oh, yeah, quit.
It's already
You're making us
2022.
irrelevant. Come on.
We're Are we Chugi? Oh no. Are we Chugi?
I think that's also irrelevant.
yeah.
Oh no, Chugi is in the zeitgeist. Chugi is in the fucking zeitgeist.
No, man, I am the
Zettler
zeitgeist.
Where the fuck are those hipster ass girls on Twitter? Tell me what's in the zeitgeist.
I don't watch Twitter, or I'm not on Twitter. I don't watch TikTok. I don't give a shit. Okay, just
Anyways,
okay.
Anyways,
Fuck, what was I talking
I
about?
don't know.
Okay, so I've always liked Xbox
you're right. Yeah,
over Sony. And I wouldn't say fanboy because I know Sony has or PlayStation has its
has good
perks.
shit.
Yeah, it has its perks. I get why there's exclusives. It was always better looking than Xbox. I just preferred Xbox mainly because it was so much easier and better for multiplayer,
Mhm.
which is what I liked. So, with that being
and
said,
it helps that we all had it too, so we all
Yeah.
could be in that world.
with that being said, I never really. The only reason I would ever have gotten a PlayStation before, and I would always say like, "Oh yeah, eventually I'll get it or I'll play it or whatever," and I never ended up doing it. But the only reason I do it is for the exclusives.
You
So
wouldn't get on there and play Call of
In
Duty.
my opinion, that's all they had. You know what I mean? To be like, they got to keep their exclusives, or they're never gonna sell anything.
Mhm.
Of course they will, but that was just my opinion of it. So with this, I get why Xbox would do it and just buy this and make everything that they own exclusives.
Mhm. Wha-
But they're not going to, And because I'm such a fanboy, this is easier for me to say, or not a fanboy. This is easier for me to say. I see them as a good enough corporation. They're not going to do that. I see them as moral enough, I guess.
Okay, see, I don't see I see Phil Spencer, the CEO of Xbox. That motherfucker, I truly believe that he is the reason Microsoft is so good. Because we saw Microsoft be evil before. At the beginning, Xbox One, they were shitty. But now Phil Spencer, because I saw this kid, he was playing Fortnite, and Phil Spencer was playing Fortnite because he has an open Xbox account. You can message him anytime if you see him play him. Click on him, and he says, "Hey man, thanks for saving Xbox." He sent that to him, and Phil Spencer replies, "Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Team effort." And I'm like, that's so cool, man. Like, you can literally be playing games with the CEO of a company. You don't see that. Well, the CEO of PlayStation, he loves Nintendo. He talked about how much he loves playing Splatoon. That's his favorite game is Splatoon 2 last year. Wasn't a Sony game. Splatoon 2, which I think is respectful, man. I love that.
Wasn't like God of War or something.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
it wasn't God of War. It wasn't The Last of Us Part 2. It wasn't Uncharted 4. It wasn't any of these new games.
No,
it
it was
wasn't
Splatoon
Bloodborne.
2.
It wasn't any of these exclusives that Sony worked so hard to make. It was Splatoon 2.
I love that, though. I kind of respect that, being like, hey, man, we love video games for video games. It's not like it is business, but it's like, it doesn't always have to be business. Phil Spencer says he calls up Sony and says, hey, just so you guys know, there's no plans right now to...
They said it's not our intent to
yeah,
take away
you're
from
right.
your player base.
But also,
In the future, I guarantee
if they
it will
did,
be.
you can't blame them.
No, fuck no.
At
Yeah,
all.
if I spent $70 billion, I would say, I would have
do what I
tweeted,
want.
I would have said, Sony, my nuts, suck them, okay? And I love Sony. I'm probably more of a Sony
I love
fanboy
nuts. I
than
love Sony.
I love sucking them. I love nuts.
You know what Sony boys like?
Sony
Sucking
boy.
nuts. Here's the thing. I love all video games. They're so much fun. So I would never choose one or the other, but if they ever made me choose, I couldn't.
You might not have to now because fucking PC gaming.
Well,
So,
and that's
I mean,
another reason why I love Xbox, Microsoft so much is because anything that they have, almost everything they have, it also is compatible with the PC.
95%.
Now Sony's
man.
fucking catching up and they're catching on. They're like, oh,
I mean,
this is a good
slowly,
idea.
Too little,
though.
too late. You know.
I know it's like, okay, God of War released in 2018. You just now released it in 2022.
Well, also
on
Xbox has
PC.
their own launcher,
Yeah,
which
but
may or may not be a plus.
But
to
they
you.
still go on Steam day of.
Yeah,
you know?
they still do. I mean, like they have it just in case. Like Steam won't have it because they don't want to pay Steam or whatever. Just in case, they still have their own launcher where PlayStation doesn't yet. They might.
I wonder if it would have been different. I wonder if it's only different now. Like the reason why Sony doesn't release their games, like at the same time, roughly around the same time as they do on console, is because they don't, like you said, they don't have their own launcher. They don't have their own software system. If they would have been in Microsoft's position,
they don't own
though, like
Microsoft. They're not Microsoft.
Yeah,
so
well, I'm saying like
they don't own the operating system on your
if they would
computer.
say if they would have their own
Yeah.
computer operating system, and then
That would suck because then you'd have to choose one or the other at that point. It's the same thing, you know.
but do you think that could be a thing? Like if they want to get their games on PC, like at the same time.
Which one? Sony or?
But do you think that the only reason why they do that is so that they can still push their hardware? They still want you to buy their PS5, but
Yeah,
they
Sony
also
wants
want
that,
You,
yeah.
like they want you to buy the PS5 to play Horizon Forbidden West in
And-
2022, but in 2023 they're going to release it for PC.
No, they won't probably do it for another 3 or 4 years after. They'll wait until the third game's coming out and they'll release the second one.
So for Sony to make their own launcher, they would almost have to be admitting that they're always going to be behind Microsoft because they couldn't make their own operating system. You know what I mean? Like it's like making Apple right now. It wouldn't work.
They would just put it on Steam.
Yeah, they would. Well, they'd put it on Steam or they'd make their own launcher like Ubisoft, EA,
Epic.
Blizzard. You know, all of them.
Yeah, Epic, any of those.
So
That's the most likely, and it's still not going to
well,
happen.
even
but-
at that point, you're still on a Microsoft operating system. It's like you always know you're going to be at least a little bit behind them, and I think and to them that's submitting defeat, and they're just not going to do it.
Yeah, probably.
And if they do it, it's going to be a while.
You also only push hardware to sell your games. You push your hardware because that's the thing that people need to play your games. But if they were only on PC, if they made that transition, I wonder if we would see them starting to do what they did like during the console wars with the Xbox 360 and the PS3, where they're like, "Oh, we're charging now. You're charging for Xbox Live. Now we're going to be charging for PlayStation Network. Now we're going to be doing the same thing on PC. Now, if you want to play our games." You have to, like any PlayStation game, you have to have like a PlayStation subscription to do it.
I think at this point, the main thing that Xbox has and what they're gunning for is Game Pass. They want their library to be the best. They don't. I don't think
As long as they get $10 from everyone every month.
Yeah, well, that's
They're-
more because
yeah.
that's like I'm not
I
gonna
pay
buy.
fucking $15 a month for that.
Me too. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just you pay this what seems like a minimal amount compared to buying a new game or a new console every time. Then they're still getting their money.
Because
Yeah.
why the fuck would they care about someone buying a $500 console whenever they're going to get $200 guaranteed for every year?
Yeah.
For it's like that's more. The smartest thing for them to do is to give up on the Xbox and just we are now the Netflix of gaming. You already are paying all this money. Go even harder at game. Why does he go so hard on Game Pass? Because that's the future. He knows that it's going to be a service.
It's a good fucking idea. It's the best idea that they've
He
had.
wants
in
Game
years.
Pass. He says, I want Game Pass on PlayStation and Switch. That's what he wants. He will admit defeat. Phil Spencer will save Xbox by saying, burn that shit to the ground. We're going to do it our own way. Chip shortage is real. It's not going to end anytime soon. He knows he can't compete with the PlayStation 5. Why not beat him with the best? Put Game Pass on.
Because Sony won't allow it. You know Sony won't allow
What
it.
if
Sony
Nintendo
and
does?
Nin-
I don't know. Nintendo and them are being buddy right
yeah, but
now.
it also took like who didn't allow, was it Sony or Nintendo that didn't allow crossplay, that wouldn't not allow
Sony.
crossplay?
It was Sony. It was always
Okay,
been
so
Sony.
Sony is, yeah. I mean, Nintendo and Xbox.
They're
maybe.
right now. They're buddy. That could always change. I mean, look at what they did with Banjo Kazooie. They're doing some handshakes right now.
Imagine if they got. Well, imagine if like how Nintendo and Ubisoft are doing like.
Sparks of Hope.
They do they're doing that, but they also have Rayman. They have a lot. Like, and Nintendo will
Backdoor
help get out
shady
there.
deals.
But if Xbox is like, oh hey,
Say
we're gonna
backdoor
buy
shady deals?
Yeah,
Ubisoft.
backdoor shady.
Shady deals.
Can you imagine fucking Xbox, the next big corporate? Let's take bets. What
Yes.
other
deal.
corporation do you think that Xbox is going to buy? Like games company. What
So
other games
recently
company?
they've bought Bethesda.
Then they bought
Now they have
Activision Blizzard.
How much money do they
Activision
have?
Blizzard.
I
They
don't know.
have Daddy Gates has all the money in the
Yeah,
world.
has
Daddy
So-
Gates isn't even there, and he's just like, Man, if
I'm
I would have
just
stayed
saying.
there, I would be.
He does have a lot of money.
I don't even care about being the richest man. I already know I'm the richest man by association.
Well, the next biggest one is EA, Epic, Take-Two. What else are the big boys?
I don't think. Well, because Tencent owns the 40% in Epic, I don't think Tencent's going to sell.
Yeah.
Blizzard Activision's probably the biggest.
That is the
one.
biggest one.
Like really.
It's bigger than I think it's bigger than EA. I guess you have the sports games. Maybe technically that you could classify that as being bigger because, granted, we
EA
don't
is
play
huge.
sports.
EA is
Yeah,
huge.
but didn't Xbox buy EA?
No,
But
no.
you can still get you get EA
But,
Play
okay, that-
with Game Pass.
That's just
They're shaking
that's,
hands.
That's them. Basically, well, you scratch our back, we'll scratch yours.
because
they're
nobody
becoming
wants,
buddies. With
nobody
EA.
wants to
Uh,
play fucking pay
yeah.
$5 a month for EA.
Sega. Sega's the next one they're buying.
Well, that
dude.
would be a Sony.
No,
thing,
huh.
You know what I mean?
Sega- no.
No, I mean Sony would be the one to do that. You think?
Do you think
I
so?
I
don't
I think Xbox will. No, because honestly, if you want to be honest, I think that Sony will buy Epic Games. If it actually becomes a bidding war between people buying for stuff, Sony will push
Epic Games is a big one.
because then you get all that shit, and then maybe that'll be their way into PC. They do the Epic Games. They redo the Epic Games. I mean, that's like really hypothetical and would take 10 years before it actually went through. But
Do you think Sony would do that before Xbox would try? Or Microsoft?
I think their next one is going to be because Take-Two is really big. It has GTA, Borderlands. I don't.
Oh yeah, that
GTA is
one.
bigger than Take-Two, but technically Take-Two is
Take-Two owns. Yeah,
owns it. I mean, you have BioShock is under Take-Two, and they're making rumors of a BioShock game. That's another big IP.
Did you hear about Ken Levine's?
Yeah, that
All
guy.
that whole
That
deal.
makes me sad. It's
Hear about
really-
who?
Ken Levine,
The guy who
how
made
mighty,
BioShock?
The mighty have fallen, dude.
Hmm.
Like he has, he separated to have his own little game studio.
Ghost Story Games. He left Irrational Games in 2015 or something. Been working on a game for over 10 years. No, over 10
They're
years.
not even. They're not even close to anywhere with it. It's the same deal with like Mass Effect and Andromeda. They probably had to
Development
start
hell.
and restart development like 3 or 4 times. It's never going anywhere. But did Irrational shut their doors?
I think so. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure because I don't know who's working on that new BioShock game. There's been rumors floating around everywhere.
Do you think Microsoft could buy 2K or Take-Two?
I think they can.
Which one?
Both.
Well, 2K is 2K is under Take-Two.
So then take.
I may have said 2K. I meant Take-Two. Sorry, he's right. Take-Two owns 2K.
And you
So-
know that they would take that money. That's the only reason why GTA Online stayed alive for so
Mm-hmm.
long, because they made so much money. And if Take-Two was like, oh, we can sell this company to Microsoft. We don't even have to develop this shitty fucking game.
Yeah, we can all
anymore.
retire.
We could have retired many years ago.
Well, yeah. But
We could have retired our
so
great
basically, they
grandkids.
milk GTA 5 till it's dry, and then they sell the company
It's drained.
and get even more out of it.
Yep.
And then just call it good.
And that's why people are like, because people are pissed at who. I wonder whose fault it is. Is it Rockstar's fault or is it Take-Two's fault for the state of like Red Dead Online? Because that did not take off
Yeah.
at all.
Red Dead 2 didn't even take off. I don't even think like
It did.
Yeah, it did. Red
You
Dead,
think so?
Red Dead
It
2
did.
made a lot of fucking
It
money.
made a lot of money.
it's. I don't know. I don't think maybe.
Red
Maybe.
Dead 2
people who
made a lot of
don't-
money. If Roger Clark, if that motherfucker is on Cameo selling $150 for
Yeah,
30
but
seconds,
it's not
going,
GTA 5.
Yeah, it's not the same. But like people who don't know what video games are,
They know what
know
Red Dead
what
2
Red
is.
Dead 2 is.
Okay.
they
yeah.
also know. I mean, they know what GTA is too.
I'm just
That's-
saying, like, no, people who don't play video games play Red Dead 2. Like,
But I think they played GTA
you're
before.
talking about like dads who just I don't got time for video games. They still play Red Dead 2
I
in
showed
their
my
free
dad
time.
Red Dead Redemption. I tried to get him to play, and he didn't want to.
I feel like people,
But he'd be the one to do, I mean, that'd be the game he'd play. You know what I'm saying?
I see, but okay, but in the MPDs, every single month, you see GTA still on the list. You don't see Red Dead. Red Dead was there for 4 months and it's gone. So I mean, like, why is GTA still selling one of the highest games selling every single month?
Well, because it's not selling. It's just profit off of it.
No,
correct?
the MPDs are actual copies sold. People are still buying GTA. So I
Because
mean,
people keep getting banned and I got to rebuy the game.
the people have said that's a theory that people are, because the MPD is physical, not digital.
Mhm.
So people think that people are buying physical copies of GTA to get the shark cards because it's cheaper to buy them physically and sell the game back. I mean, that's a theory. I don't know if that's true.
It's just a game theory.
But
Hey, good channel.
Good
I like
channel.
it.
But with them milking GTA as much as they can, all over their little faces,
Get your
Yeah,
shake weights out again.
they jerk off GTA. They get money. They get cab fare.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like I've seen over the past couple of years, like how much on set, like
You've been
you
studying
can
it?
get. Well, you can get like what is it, like an $80 billion shark card
Billion?
or something, like an $80 million shark card
Mm-hmm.
and GTA 5, like the bundle or whatever. If it's on sale, you can get it for $15 now. It's going to keep going until it hits like that $5 mark.
Yeah.
$5, they're done with the game, and
You can
then
get unlimited money and
Yeah.
buy anything you
then
want.
Microsoft is going to be like, they're going to take him. They're going to be like, you guys are working on something else now.
Hmm.
Do you think that they're going to like try to keep the cash cow going? Because they already said, like, Call of Duty might not be a yearly franchise now. It might just be every 2 or 3 years, which would be great.
Yeah.
Please take a fucking year off.
Well,
Stop
no
doing
one
it.
plays. I say this. Don't take it literally. No one plays Call of Duties, at least like they used to, because they're a yearly installment. No one wants to put in, like we play Apex a lot, right?
And yeah.
Well, right now there isn't a replacement for
Yeah.
Apex every year. You
You're
know
right,
what I
yeah.
mean? So I can play it and come back to it in a year, and it still be nearly the same game. I would still have the progression. Why would I put time into a game that no one's going to play and the servers are going to be dead next year?
Yeah, I know. I agree. That is true.
And that's why Call of Duty is not appealing to me anymore.
So maybe that's what
And
they
a lot
do.
of other people.
Maybe
as
they do a yearly thing where one team just focuses on a campaign, and every other year is a campaign, and then somebody you put on mix two of the teams together, make an online game. It's a free to play Apex Legend type thing.
Well, I
Call
think-
of Duty.
I wonder if
You
that's
want
what,
to
like,
go over a list of what Microsoft is acquiring?
Yes, I do.
I don't have all of them, obviously.
I can
but,
tell you what all those teams are.
So we have Call of Duty,
Uh-huh.
which is Activision.
Oh, these are all the IPs they own now.
Yeah, yeah.
Holy shit! Okay, this will be fun.
So then this isn't all of them. This is
Yeah, because
actually-
Activision owns a shitload of IPs.
So there's Call of Duty, which is all of them.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't just like just what's it called? Just Sledgehammer or just Treyarch.
Treyarch's?
This is all of them.
Yeah, every studio that makes Call of Duty.
Activision has been on all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yep.
That's kind of weird to see, like just owned.
Because
by-
now it used to be Sony, and then now it's
yeah. Guitar Hero,
nice,
Skylanders,
nice,
Spyro.
cool.
That's another weird one to see because it
Mhm.
used to be on
Sony.
Sony. Yep. Tony Hawk. All Tony Hawk.
Yeah, Tony Hawk's. His name is now under
Yeah.
Microsoft.
Microsoft owns Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk.
Diablo, Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, Overwatch, StarCraft, Warcraft. That's weird.
Warcraft.
Like-
dude, what if we get an actual Warcraft game again? Not World of Warcraft. What if we get a Warcraft and RTS? That would get me in. I'd be back in.
And then Candy Crush.
Candy Crush. There's so many theories. You could go to your blue in the face of like what they can do. Phil Spencer is
We'll probably see an Overwatch 2 now.
hopefully no. I hope we don't see it now. Hope they cancel it and say we're going to take all those ideas and we're going to make Overwatch 1 that game like you're talking about with Apex.
We're gonna do what basically Destiny 2. We're gonna do what Activision.
I agree. That's what it should have been.
Yeah.
Whenever we used to play Overwatch too much.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a good game.
And I was like, why would they release a second one? Because like at the time it would seem like a rushed idea, and they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna change how these three characters look, get rid of the other
They're gonna
30.
give you some HD textures.
Yeah, and then that was it. I was like, why would they do that?
Yeah.
Why in the world would they do
Yes,
this?
yeah.
This is a cash grab.
$60.
Yeah, exactly. But like, it's fine. But they do need to do something now with
Yeah.
Overwatch to get it back.
Like, yeah, because it's I don't even think it would be like
And
in a
that-
dead state.
the same thing goes for a lot of games. Like they just got to do something with them, and then
They just go dormant for a while, take like 6 months off, and then come back and be like, Overwatch : the new batch, and it's just like it's
bad
like, you
eggs.
just do something different with it. Like the same game
Dancing
modes,
Winstons.
just add whatever ideas you were going to do that was so fucking
Soldier 78.
important.
Soldier
Yeah.
69.
So Winter Soldier,
yes,
yeah, the Winter Soldier, he comes out.
but
Crash Bandicoot's interesting.
But-
Toys for Bob, who made the remakes
Mhm.
of those. What if they
Did
did,
they
a
do the
Banjo-Kazooie?
Spyro ones too?
Yeah, what if they... I get mixed up on who actually did it, but Toys for Bob did those. I'm pretty sure. So what if they did a Banjo-Kazooie? They did the remakes of those.
It's so weird because I don't know. I was talking to our engineer Harrison
Mhm.
about this.
He's a big Blizzard guy, by the way. Engineer Harrison. We should have had
Or
his, a statement.
Maybe he was
not a statement.
Yeah, he comes in and says, on January...
Well, I know he loves Diablo.
Mhm.
I know he loves the Warcrafts, especially World. I don't know about the other.
the original Warcraft.
I mean, he might.
I'm sure he's played it.
He's played the Overwatches.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how big of a fan he is of them. He's a big fan of Hearthstone,
Oh,
or at
who
least I
isn't,
know he
though?
plays it. He might hate it, but I know he plays it.
Hearthstone's probably the best thing they have.
What? Blizzard?
Yeah. Well, and from my point of view.
It's probably, I mean, because it's consistently just making money. It's like, I think Overwatch, do you think Overwatch kind of like fell off once loot boxes kind of simmered down a little bit?
That's
I don't think they
interesting.
ever did.
Maybe we just stopped giving a shit and buying them.
Yeah,
I think
haven't.
we found other free games to play.
Oh, yeah, because
Speaking
Fortnite
of,
came out in 2017, didn't it?
fuck, I don't know. Fortnite,
Fork knife.
fork knife.
Bo, but real quick, one last thing. So, Bandai Namco, like how Activision owns some portion of Sekiro.
Yeah.
So Sekiro is going to be on Xbox, but I wonder,
Maybe.
like Elden Ring.
Probably not.
I don't think Bandai Namco went to Activision to
Yeah,
publish.
to publish
did
it. So they
Are
own
they
the publishing rights, but they don't own the IP. So,
they? Which is weird.
so they can't ever make anything new. But for re-releases, they could re-release it as an Xbox exclusive, but they couldn't. They can't make a new game.
Well, if they're re-releasing it as an Xbox game, it's not an Xbox exclusive.
Well,
You said Xbox exclusive.
well,
But
they
if
would.
Xbox-
They'd be re-releasing a. Oh, I see what you mean. They like if they want to do a remastered version,
It could be on Xbox.
and it would. Yeah.
I mean, if they want to release a second game, they'd probably. I mean, Microsoft would probably just straight up go to Bandai and just be like, "Hey, do you want to make Sekiro 2?"
And then they'd go to From Software. As From Software would say, "Yes, sir," or they'd say, "No, fuck off."
You think Miyazaki was probably like?
What do you think?
Miyazaki's pretty good
after
about-
Elden Ring. What they're working on something else? Bloodborne 2?
No, I don't know because Miyazaki.
There's only 2 teams.
Miyazaki, he's saying he doesn't like to go back to his previous games. He's the creative director.
What's that Wukong game?
Uh,
Is that the same
no,
people?
no, no, that is a that is a Chinese company.
Okay,
or
it
a
looks
Korean
so
company.
similar, but
It's the same.
I just wanted
Souls
to
style,
clear it up.
But he did Dark Souls 1.
Yep.
And he left because he didn't want to do Dark Souls 2.
Mm-hmm.
And Dark Souls 3 came around, and he's like,
He came back for Dark Souls 3.
no, because he was working on Bloodborne at the time of
Dark Souls 3 developed.
Dark Souls 2.
Oh.
Then he came back for Dark Souls 3.
Okay.
And then Sekiro. And then
Now Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. But I don't know that he's pretty good at making new shit. I think because he's
People buy
Dark
it.
Souls,
That's what I'm saying.
Dark Souls, new IP, Bloodborne, new IP,
I'd say he's a
Sekiro,
little
new
bit better
IP,
than
Elden
pretty
Ring,
good
new
at
IP.
IP.
I'm
Elden
just saying
Ring
he's
being
he's a lot better than pretty good at
He's
it.
phenomenal at it.
Yeah, man. The fact
He's
that
about as good as Microsoft is with buying up
Yeah, they're really good at buying
other
shit.
companies.
new IP is the hardest thing ever because the sequel, everyone's like, they already knew they like it, so then they can hype it more. But Elden Ring has so much hype behind it, and nobody knows jack shit about it. That's cool. That's good for them. That makes them look a lot better.
Yeah, Miyazaki has the freedom to create games.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like Hideo Kojima should have had the freedom to create his games 20 years
Yeah,
ago.
that's sad.
So, speaking of free games, I tried to bring it up earlier and we kept going, but it was all good. I have a little article here from GameSpot, the 10 best free Xbox One games.
Oh shit.
So it's a free Xbox games, basically. You guys want to shit on these with me?
Sure.
Real quick?
It depends on what game it is.
All right, so number 1, and these are in no particular order, but I do think it's funny the order they put them in. I'll bring that up in a little bit. So number 1, they got Apex Legends, right?
It's one of the shittiest.
No.
You're
no
saying we're
order.
saying it's shitty.
No, he's saying it's funny the order that they put these games in. Like
Well,
the
you
order
said,
tier.
didn't you say you want to shit on them?
Yeah, don't you want to? A lot of these we can shit
That's
on. I
no
know
shit
you.
on Apex.
I know.
Yeah, but
I know
mean,
Dustin
I
shits on Apex.
I would, but it's weird to say we would.
Well, I mean, we're a
We
group.
collectively as a podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a little confused.
So
Am I supposed to shit
Apex
on
Legends.
this?
What are you
Thank
saying?
you.
Like we're big fanboys? We like Apex.
No, you're big fanboys.
It's a great free game.
You would give up every game.
No,
I would.
no,
Yeah,
no,
you
no, no,
would.
No, 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 no,
Not even close.
no. Anytime Kayla asks me anymore, she's like, "Do you want to play Apex?"
I kind of
I'm
think she might be fading out on it too.
She's getting into Minecraft now.
Yeah.
So
Everyone gets into Minecraft.
yeah, I know.
She's
There's
already
like
been in Minecraft before
there's
too.
like
So
bits and pieces, but you can only
Did
stay
she
with
get
Apex
into
for
it
so
like
long.
we did?
What?
Like when we were young?
Minecraft?
Yeah. See, she never had her young Minecraft phase.
No, never. So she's had like
someone- you
3
gotta
different
have it
bouts
sometimes.
so far. Now
You know what
it's
I mean?
like this is her.
you're not
fourth.
into Minecraft until you close your eyes after playing it for 7 or 8 hours straight, and you're
thinking about.
you know,
building-
you
you're
just
thinking
see
about
7 or 8
blocks.
hours. Goddamn.
You just see block. Oh fuck yeah, man! We used to, whenever we were kids. I mean, talking like kids, as in I was like
12 years ago.
Damn
right.
near, yeah.
Yeah.
We're old. We are old now.
You're old.
I'd come home, sit there, and play it. It's crazy that we're still in the technically part of that Minecraft generation.
Marcus Nosh.
Yeah, no.
Nosh. All right, so we got Apex Legends. We got
Okay, game.
Halo Infinite multiplayer.
Wait, this is. Oh, this is
free.
like. Oh yeah, but this is new. This is like.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
brand
shit,
new. It's-
okay.
What do you think? I pulled up like a six
I don't know.
month
Boo.
Yeah, Trenton has been having his thumbs down. Sorry.
Pop my
old.
shoulders.
You keep throwing your fucking
trying to-
thumbs down.
I
around.
loved it, man.
Boo.
Our
I'm
buddy
sure-
Eli,
okay,
man, he jumps
I-
in the Discord the other night and just starts roasting Trenton.
I not a huge fan. Mainly because it's not what I expected it to be. Besides
Not
that, it's a good game. It's
The campaign was really fun. I had fun.
especially for a free.
You didn't like the campaign either?
I hated it.
Wow.
I hated it. It was one of the.
We're not
most-
talking about the campaign.
I
Yeah,
am,
I know, I
motherfucker.
know.
That's $60.
The campaign
Oh wait,
isn't
no.
free,
Guess
man.
what? It's free with Game Pass, motherfucker.
Thank you, Phil Spencer.
All right. Go ahead. Did you like it?
No, I fucking despised it. I despised the campaign. It was
Okay, but like I was saying, it's not.
gross.
It's not. It's not that I think Halo is a bad game. It just wasn't what I was expecting. I still think it's a great free game.
Yeah.
The
Oh yeah,
multiplayer?
for free to play. It's okay.
Yeah.
All these are hard to say.
I can't argue that. It's like, can you really argue with like?
Free to play.
We
like-
can argue with this one, Fortnite. Shitty.
I don't know if you can. Okay,
So many
I
people
don't.
play it.
I don't.
We're in the
In the,
huge minority.
I still would jump back in. I think it's fine. Like
we are
it's
vastly in the
fun.
minority of people
Like-
that hate on Fortnite.
you know why I hated on it so much because I dislike the building aspect of it so much because it just a lot of that feels like really cheap. I get that like that's part of the game. That's what you have to do. You have to get good at the building
You have to
aspect
get
of it.
good.
Well, like yeah, you have to be able to fucking shoot, do
Flick
all this
your wrist
other
and
shit
have a
on the fly.
skyscraper.
Like there's so much going on that you have to do. Yeah, flick your wrist, make a skyscraper, and pull a 360 no scope from some dude that's fucking 1,200 meters away.
Yeah, because sometimes I see it and I'm like, this looks kind of fun. Like I see some of the new stuff. I'm like, I kind of want to jump in and play this, but I'm like,
It's impossible now. You
Yeah, there's
can't-
just so
you
many other
can't
games to
jump
play
in and
also.
have
Like, why
fun
would
right
I?
now.
When I saw like they have like and they have such cool stuff. It's like the events are cool except for the concerts, which make no sense. The
Boba
Martin
Fett.
Luther King Jr.
All right, let's be real. The Travis
the-
Scott one
cool or
was
bad or
pretty cool.
I
the
bet
concert you're saying or the
you know what's funny?
concert.
I bet less people died at the virtual Travis Scott concert
Right.
than
I-
real people did.
It was,
that's a
and
yeah,
that's
this
why I
is
said,
bad.
let's be honest. But like, I know it's controversial, but that concert in there was fucking cool.
And so was the Ariana Grande one. That was cool
The
too.
Travis Scott was so much cooler. Though.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like hers was all right. Like
I
it
don't
was,
know.
it was neat.
I
but
just saw videos.
His was fucking awesome.
Huh.
Like, and this is coming me. I hate Fortnite, but that concert was cool.
I don't hate it. It's just like there's just so many games and it's just not one I'm playing. It's not necessarily like we played it for a while. There's like a year or so I played it.
I'm just mainly mad at it because it's not the game that it was supposed to be. But I get it. They need to make money. That's what they did. They changed completely
I played the game it was supposed to be. And it was kind of shitty.
because
Did you
they
play
quit
it
on
with
it.
everybody?
They quit on it.
No, me, Elaine, old buddy, Cayman. We played it.
Yeah, but because they quit on it, it would have
Yeah, I
got
see what
so
you
much
mean.
better, and they switched over.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe that was how that happened.
All right, next one. It's Rocket League. Great game.
That's
Good
weird. That's
game.
weird. That's free to play too. Because I've
Mhm.
how many times have I bought that game?
Quit buying it.
And
It's
they're
free.
both- yeah,
Well, I
now they're
whenever-
owned by Epic.
Oh yeah. See, but I feel like that's made it gone downhill after Epic bought it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems
I
pretty
just kinda-
consistent to me, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. It's because at its core, it's the same game.
Yeah.
Like,
They didn't change anything.
Nothing like it because it was a damn near perfect game for what it was at the time it released. And it's the same thing. But it's like, oh, you got new modes. Like you're still doing like all the customization shit.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like I think
Battle Pass.
for a free game,
Yeah, that's pretty cool free to play
Thumbs
game
up.
actually.
You give it the Trenton thumbs
I
up.
give it an acronym thumbs up.
I give it a half a night's sleep out.
Oh my god. Rocket League's great. I like it. I think it's a good it's very unique. There's not a game like it.
Yeah. It's a good game to
And it's
whenever
free,
you're tired
so
of playing
anyone can play.
shooters, you know,
Yeah.
jump in and play that.
I actually might download that on PC.
Have you not played on PC?
You can't. You don't have enough storage on your PC.
Yeah, I do. I got plenty.
Buy
I'm
an
sure.
buy an SSD.
Let me delete 5 games, then I'll download it.
No, I only delete. You know why I have to delete games?
Nope.
Because they're so fucking big. I had
Yep.
Cyberpunk on there. That's like 80 gigs. I had I had to delete Baldur's Gate again for the third time. That's like 80 fucking gigs. I deleted the
need to
Halo
buy you some
Infinite
storage,
campaign.
man.
That's 70 gigs.
I get it. Games are giant. You just get some more storage. It'll help a lot. I'm just
Yeah,
I
but
just
I also have
play a game and
400
delete
megabit per second internet. So why the fuck even bother not deleting it? I'll just download the game. It'll take 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Okay. Next game. PUBG. Battlegrounds.
Boo.
Yeah.
What do you mean, boo? It was a fantastic game on the Xbox.
No, it was a janky.
It was broken. You're
It
right.
was a janky piece of shit. It was okay to play. It was janky. It was fun with friends, but it was fucking horrible.
I had a
That's every game is fun with friends.
ton of fun on PUBG. Like a ton. It was a really good game. Yes, a lot of times, a lot of game-breaking shit can happen. But they were like, oh, it's not full release, it's the beta, which is like their excuse. And I hate it when games do that, but, you know, it
Early
happens.
access.
It's what happens. But a lot of fun. Personally, I like it. I know you both hate it, but
I don't hate it. It's fun. It's
No,
fine.
I hate it. I genuinely hate it.
Warframe.
Never played it.
Never played
it.
either.
Space
Honestly, maybe we
Ninjas.
should try
Wait,
it.
wait. Is Warframe the one with the...
Space Ninjas.
Okay, I've tried to play it twice now. I didn't understand it. It's one of those things. It's like there is so much to learn. Like the learning curve for that game seems so steep. There's so many different mechanics and shit going on. It's like I don't want to dedicate the time dump
To
to
learn
it.
all
I
that shit.
really just don't fucking care.
Didn't you have like Aang and like all those people inside of Warframe?
That was Smite.
Smite. That's the one that we played for a while.
I never played it. You guys
Wargame,
may
or
have played it. It was the MOBA.
What was the game that we played whenever we first got our PCs? Like you guys first got your PCs? Remember that? What was that? It was like a
Warframe was made by Bungie, right?
No.
Looks like it.
Didn't we play a game that was like sorcerer shit? Remember that?
Oh,
Spellbreakers.
Spellbreak.
Yeah.
Spellbreak.
Is that a free to play game?
All right.
Well, that's on the list.
It was okay.
Oh,
Needle.
they talk about Bungie on here. They go, sure, Destiny has certainly improved a lot over the years, but there was a point when a free-to-play game was pretty much eating Bungie's lunch. Warframe combines multiplayer action, third-person combat, and extensive character customization.
Damn.
Blah, 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 blah. Also be getting a cross-play feature in 2022. That's pretty cool. Okay, next one, Splitgate. I never played on the Xbox, but I played on PC.
Bad game.
Better than Halo.
No.
I would say better than
game.
Halo. I don't know. No, it's not terrible.
It
It's not
was
terrible.
fun. I like the
I liked it more than Halo's multiplayer.
a lot of
but
shit needed
The
flesh.
Portal
You know,
was.
I'm
the
sure.
Portal was fun.
I'm
you
sure
know?
Halo's going to be better.
Honestly, I bet
multiplayer.
Splitgate's probably pretty good now. It's been like 6 months since we played it. I bet
Mhm.
it's.
Bad game.
I bet
I
it's
can
probably pretty
guarantee.
good.
I wonder how long it's going to take before 343 sees
Puts
Split.
Portal.
They're like, all we have to do is just add this fucking portal mechanic, and then it's our game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they might. I wonder, like, because they used to have portals in.
No, they
remember?
won't.
Portals in the
Phil
older
Spencer will just buy
Halo
Splitgate.
games? Not like actual like portals, but like teleporters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
teleporters.
there's teleporters. It's always been teleporters.
They look like giant hourglasses.
Mhm.
Remember, blue hourglass. No, Phil Spencer will just buy Splitgate development team.
Phantasy Star Online 2.
Dude.
Genesis.
Yes.
What are you doing me for? Never played
Fantasy
it.
Star Online's cool.
What
never,
is it?
Never. Heard
First
of it.
game to have translation active in a chat. So like if I say Trenton suck my dick and you're Japanese, it'll come through like, Japanese. If I type in
Itatekimasu.
So it's
Itadakimasu.
an MMO. Okay. All right. So it's a free MMO
On Switch. Maybe PC also. By
and
now.
Xbox.
Oh yeah, this is Xbox. It's on Xbox?
Yeah. Dauntless.
Huh?
Hey, give me a reaction. here.
Dauntless.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have you ever heard of it?
I've heard of it. I think I wanted to play it with you guys whenever it first came out, but
It literally says in here, Monster Hunter, but free with a question mark.
Oh, yeah. I played a little bit of that. Yeah.
And they said not exactly, but that's basically the elevator pitch for Dauntless.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one, I love that they put this last, Call of Duty Warzone.
Oh yeah, 'cause that's free to play.
Fucking shit game.
No, I don't think that's that shit. That's probably pretty. A lot of people play it, right?
Yeah, a lot of people.
that's where I
Your
think
watch fell off.
that's kind of where I think Call of Duty
Should go.
is headed. Like you said with so since Microsoft has them now, what they'll probably end up doing is they're going to focus even more time on Warzone, but they're also probably going to on the other multiplayer aspect of it, like they're going to come out with new map packs. Like, what's stopping you from coming out with new map packs or like different eras? It's like, say you want World War II. Okay, well, you can just hop on over to like this section of Call of Duty, which is focused solely on the World War II stuff. Or because Battlefield 2042, for how shitty it was, had the cool idea for that game mode. It's like, okay, you can create your own game modes, and it's with whatever on whatever maps, whatever time period you want. You can have all these different weapons, all these different character models and shit.
Do it
and
all.
like you can do whatever you want.
Put it all in there.
Like, why not just do that with Call of Duty? And then, like you said, just take 2 years. Every 2 years, you come out with a campaign or something like
And then
that.
and then
But will people still want to even buy the fucking campaign for it?
No,
if it's the
I won't.
If it's on Game Pass, though,
Yeah, I
fuck.
might.
Yeah, for real.
I might play it then. All right, that's the end of it. I think it's yep. I think it's very telling that they put Call of Duty Warzone last, even though it's probably one of the most popular, besides Apex, of course. I mean, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I feel like Apex is huge right now.
Yeah, I feel like it's
humongous.
I don't
like
know.
Apex. Apex is probably the biggest other behind Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite's fucking huge.
Fortnite's probably the first, and then that. PUBG I haven't heard much about, but I don't know.
It's gotten a little bit of a comeback recently. They are still doing like the annual competition. What would you call it? Esports, I guess.
Oh, okay.
They still do that. It's a lot of fun to watch, but you know, and then the people who are really good at it are still really good at it, and the people who are bad at it are still bad at it. You know what I mean? Like, there's not a whole lot of change. So
Sounds about right.
So from whatever website I just went to on Google, for a quick Google search, it said that Apex has currently right now roughly 100 million people playing.
Nice.
That's
right now,
right
those servers
now,
are fucking huge.
Can you imagine 100 million people playing on that DayZ server? You'd never get anything. You wouldn't even get in the fucking game.
Yeah.
No, you'd
You'd be waiting
you would
forever
lag
to
out and
die.
crash. Yeah.
Your computer would just be like, "No, I'm out."
Right now we have a server max of 90, and when it's at 90, it's almost unplayable.
That's crazy.
Yep.
And there's always people on. Always people. Well, guys, that's been the show. Thank you so much for joining us. Next week, we're gonna have some more stuff to talk about, more goofy shit. It might come close sooner than you think. It might sound really similar. I don't know. We might be wearing the same clothes. It might be the same day. Who knows?
Don't break the metaverse, Trenton.
Don't break the immersion.
We're trying to do the metaverse, man.
Sorry if we happen to gloss over any tragedies that happen.
Yeah, if something happens tomorrow, you're not going to hear about it for 2 weeks. So,
But well, thank you,
Phil
guys.
Spencer died in a motorcycle.
Thanks,
God,
guys,
if we
for
got
joining
blamed
this one.
for killing Phil Spencer.
No, I'd be sad. I'd be really bummed out. I'd be really
Yeah, the
sad.
A.C.R.O.N.Y.M podcast. That's the only thing we're known
Yeah,
for.
we're the only people talking about Phil Spencer.
We prophesized it.
Apologies, comrades. Right. I was gonna try to do an acronym.
Well, you got the first 3
Yeah,
letters.
first
Spot. This has been the A.C.R.O.N.Y.M podcast. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Please look at those TikToks. We've still got.
I uploaded 2 of them.
You uploaded 2 of them
Last night.
I've still got a. You didn't upload another one, did you? For me to do last week?
No,
I didn't see it.
I couldn't. I couldn't find
Couldn't
anything.
find any spots. Okay, yeah, we can talk about this later.
Start with the business.
Yeah, but thank you guys very much. We will catch you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.